I guess I should say Post Malone. Welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Well, thank you for having me.
I am so happy to be here. It's very exciting for me. I've always wanted to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a fabulous vibe.
Thank you very much.
We are currently in your dressing room, backstage. You're going to perform tonight. We are in Massachusetts, a little outside of Boston.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any connection to Boston? You have friends in Boston?
I have a lot of Patriot fans as friends. Well, friends is a very loose term. I suppose.
Oh yeah. Are you friends with Tom Brady? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, just Patriot fans.
Oh,
he is a very sweet guy, but a lot of people on the team are for some reason New England Patriot fans.
Oh, and I love that.
It's all right, I guess.
It's good.
It's not. I don't know.
You don't like the Pats?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. So respectful. No, ma'am. I fucking hate them, ma'am. I actually went to college in Boston. I haven't been back since graduation. So it's kind of a pretty surreal moment for me. If I knew in college I was ever going to, interview you,
sure,
I probably would have shit my pants.
Cool. I did shit my pants today.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I wanted to say also thank you for coming. I know you have a very busy schedule too, so I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you waiting as well.
I'm here drinking and relaxing. Easy. It's good. It's good vibes.
Yes,
so as I was getting ready for this interview, I was like, okay, I know you typically go by Post, but you have a new album out called Austin.
Yes,
which is your first name.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the vibe? Do you want to start going by Austin now?
My football coaches used to call me Posty. And that's kind of where that started. You can call me whatever you want except late for dinner.
Late for dinner.
That's my most old man joke of all time.
I literally
That's a joke from the 20s. It's like a Dust Bowl joke.
I'm not gonna lie. It took me 2 seconds to register the joke, and now I get it. And so now I'm gonna laugh after.
The thing is, there's no joke really.
Okay, so
comedy was different.
No. It's great comedy. I appreciate you. No, that's interesting because I was talking to someone that's on your team, and he was like, "Yeah, sometimes I'll call him Austin when we're more private vibe, and then Post when it's more he's Post Malone. He's out there."
Oh, you talk to people from the team?
Oh, I've been interviewing everyone about you. I'm getting all the tea, Post. I'm getting all the vibe.
That's terrible.
Do you think is Austin and Post Malone the same person, or is Post kind of an alter ego?
I think it's weird to think about. I think everything is me. Everything is me. My name's Austin. Everyone calls me Austin. Whenever I introduce myself, I always say Austin. I think because I got Post Malone from just putting my name in a rap name generator, in high school.
That is what we need to clarify. So when I was researching, I was like, hold on. Your actual last name is Post, which I don't think everyone knows. So it's Austin Post.
Well,
so you put Post as the first, and you're saying you put into a random generator and you got Malone.
Yes, ma'am. It just gave me the name, and I said, you know what, that does sound cool. And so I did it. I want to name Wiz Khalifa, but it's not nearly as cool as Wiz Khalifa, but it's it has 2 words, so it's kind of like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. It's pretty unique.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're on tour. Obviously, that's where we are right now. How is tour going for you?
It is amazeballs. It's my first tour with a band.
Okay.
So I'm having so much fun. I'm so excited. And for the longest time, it would just be me. On stage, running around, and it was very lonely up there. And so now I can look around, and if I fuck up or anything, I'll just be like, hey, stop. And then the crowd be like, oh, it wasn't him, So that's kind of.
You're I can blame it on everyone else. It's not my fucking fault. I fall on my face. You're my fucking guitarist
what
tripped
the
me.
hell happened? What's this guitar chord doing here?
So what inspired you to name the tour? If y'all weren't here, I'd be crying.
Because it's true for the most part. No, not really. Not anymore. I'm actually so happy now. It's super interesting being out on tour for a long time. Because for a long time, we just ran around the world, especially when I was, younger and I could, and before COVID and all that stuff. And now being back out on tour is hard because I'm old, or I feel old at least.
How old are you?
I'm 28. I just turned 28. Whenever I started, I was 19, and and I was everybody's oh, he's 20 years old, and I'm yeah. But now I'm 28, and no one cares.
I love that. We're the same age. So am I old?
No, ma'am.
I feel 28's we're just getting to our prime. No. You're tired.
I'm super tired and going on tour. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go Stone Cold Steve Austin double leg braces because it's so sick looking. And I wear jorts every show, so it's like perfect.
The jorts stop, and then the knee brace begins.
And then the knee brace begins, and you're like, why does he wear those? I don't know, but it looks cool. I think the
like-
more shit that like WWE wrestlers put on,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, they must have like, they've been through some shit.
I feel like you're the only person that could pull off jorts and knee pads or like knee brace vibe.
Or just, if I did knee pads, that would be badass. And I want to like, because sometimes I'll hurt my hand, like, because I'm a dumbass and I play in my garage and like stab myself with a knife on accident.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to like wrap my hand and I'm like, oh, I'm so cool.
I love it. Okay, so I hope next time I see you, you're going to be wearing that shit.
Yes, ma'am. That didn't answer your question at all,
It's
by
okay.
the way.
It's okay. I don't care if we swerve. Like, who gives a shit? We're here to have a good time,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
We're
Yes,
getting you
ma'am.
ready for your concert.
Yes, ma'am.
What is on your rider?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, can you explain what a rider is? Because some people may have no fucking idea what that means.
Yes, ma'am. So there's many schools of thought here. I actually don't know how to spell writer. I don't know if it's writer or writer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of like where the two schools like disagree.
Okay.
But there's a lot of different arguments that can sprout out of that conversation. We won't go there.
Okay.
But a writer is a list of stuff that you like that to, I guess, make you feel at home whenever you're not.
So list us yours. Come on.
The thing about my writer is it's not updated. I still get candies that I don't like.
Oh. Like
It's not that I don't like, but for the longest time we had gummy bears, like Haribo gummy bears, which are fine. But if you eat them every day for like 2 years straight.
Yeah, tastes like medicine.
I want Black Forest gummy bears. I want to switch it up, but for now we have red cups. I got to look over there. We have emergency.
Post, why don't you just read? What do you like?
What do
you
like?
wish was in here?
I prefer on my writer like a stack of like $1 million cash.
Yeah.
Would be very bitchin'.
They don't give a shit about you, I guess.
That's what I heard.
Old man vibes.
That's
Like,
what I
it's over.
heard.
Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
sorry.
I gotta go home.
His knees click. We don't fucking care.
You're like, as long as
just
I'm
eat the
singing
fucking
and
Haribo
drinking.
gummy bears. Well,
Do you think you're high maintenance or low maintenance?
I consider myself low maintenance, I think.
Do you think if I asked your team, they would agree?
Yes. I think so. I don't know because I'm at the core of everything. I'm super simple. I need a beer, I need cigarettes, and I need 2 hours in the bathroom to answer emails.
That's it.
That's all I need, I think.
Wow.
And then a little bit of beer pong. But I will say something I'm a little bougie about is I need good cups and balls.
Okay.
Like very specific cups and balls because the weight and a lot of the, there's a lot of different cups and balls out there.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll try to skimp out on the cups and that's when I've had enough.
You take your beer pong very seriously.
Yes, ma'am. And I've gotten worse as I've gotten, I used to be so good.
Yeah, I was talking to Bobby and he was like, he's so fucking good. You're bad now?
Yeah, I'm bad now.
I feel like that's
so
also a
bad
facade.
now. I'm so bad.
You're saying that, and then we're going to go in there, and you're going to be playing, and you're going to be better than everyone. Are you superstitious before you go on stage? Like, is there anything specific you have to do where you're like, holy fuck, my day's ruined?
Well, answering the emails is very important.
Okay.
We're doing tonight. Noah's coming out. Mm-hmm. Oh well, this is in the future.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, in Boston, Noah Khan came out, and we were talking about inventing diapers for performers because you never know. You hit the wrong move, and it's Vesuvius.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's It's Yellowstone level eruption sometimes.
Does that happen to you often?
No, it's never happened to me.
Oh.
Let's just make this very clear. It's never. I want to look at every camera and say it's never happened to me.
Okay.
But if it does happen, that's like that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's like a nightmare.
One could assume that you would, since you were like, I've been really thinking about inventing these diapers, as if this is like a serious like sewage problem for you, where you're like just letting it rip.
Well, then there's the whole thing because then think of what I could do with that 2 hours.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll bring a guitar in there. Sometimes all the best lyrics are written on the shitter. 100%.
Yeah, can we clarify for a minute?
Sure.
So what I've heard is you do some of your best songwriting on shrooms and on the toilet.
Yes, ma'am.
And
And
when
those kind of.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, let's talk about it. Are you taking shrooms and then camping out in the bathroom? Like, are these two things together, or are they kind of like separate ventures?
They are separate ventures, but I've never even thought about it that way because they do kind of. I've had some of the meanest shits in my entire life off the shrooms and just beer. It's because it'll be like beer. Like whenever I was a kid too, it'd be like beer and shrooms for like 4 days and not eating anything. And I will be like, guys, I'm gonna die right now.
You're shitting your brains out.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Skinny legend. You're like, it is all just coming.
I lost like 10 pounds from this one trip once. No.
Wow.
No, but
wow.
It's crazy because one point it just knocks on fucking Hell's Gate. And you're like, okay, we need to open the floodgates now.
We need to take care of this.
This is a problem.
You keep talking about doing emails. Like, do you not have someone to do your emails for you?
Well, emails is just code for shitting. Answering emails is just code for shitting.
Okay, I didn't know if you're actually sitting doing emails while you're taking your shit.
Sometimes I'll answer some emails. I do on tour. It's hard to like bring gaming consoles and stuff, and I'm a pretty huge pro gamer. So I do a lot of online shopping, and everybody thinks every order I place is fake.
But you're like really shopping in there while you're shitting.
It's me, and then they call me or
you put your name on the order?
I have to.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do, because they call me and they're like, hey, we've had a lot of fraud, and we want to say, they even call me about my billing address not matching up with like my home address and stuff. And I talk, little do they know, I'm totally on the can, and I have to run like a white noise machine or a little bit of water, and I have to specifically get up and turn it off and then sit back down just so they don't think like I'm in. And I know sometimes they can tell with like the reverb. Because what's interesting about a bathroom, you can definitely tell if you're on speakerphone, you can definitely tell if someone's in the bathroom. And then in pictures, for some reason, if you send someone a picture, like a selfie while you're shitting, there's no way that you don't know they're on the toilet. It's like an angle or something.
Are you often taking selfies while you're shitting?
No, but if I do.
Who would you send a selfie to while you were taking a shit?
I don't I have a bunch of like ex-SEAL buddies and Ranger buddies, and they do it all the time. They're like, hey, just taking a shit. What's popping? And I'm like, all right, yeah, me too. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, it gives you like a little extra hair on your chest. You're like, I'm feeling myself.
Well,
taking
this is
shit.
just like this is kind of what boys do. This is like what we do. We send each other shitty selfies.
Yeah, I like that for you.
And then Dre will FaceTime, my manager will FaceTime me or something, and I'll be like, hey, you know what? Hey, what's going on? And you can definitely tell on FaceTime.
It's always such a pleasure to sit down with people because you never know where an interview is going to go. And like what I love about Call Her Daddy is like usually it has one vibe, but today it's like today we're talking about shit and like
yes,
this,
ma'am.
But it's comedy. You're bringing the comedy. I love it.
You can say this interview really went in the can.
It went in the can. Okay, I want to take a step back. Before you were Post Malone, you were just Austin. What were you like as a kid?
Weird. Weird. I've always been like, I don't know. I've always been kind of an introverted kid, but then, you know, I loved making music forever. I loved playing games. I loved hanging. I had a small group of friends. We would just go over to my buddy's house every day and just play games and stuff. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird. A little weirdo.
When you say you're a little weirdo back then, is there like a memory or something like a story that comes to mind that you can help us like kind of describe you as a younger kid?
That's a hard question. I remember I grew my hair long. I wore the tightest crew jeans I could find, and crew was the shit. It was like the crews and the purple Fallen shoes with the fat laces. And I would go, I don't know. And then everybody started like Goodwilling and going to like, the stores to go grab like old penny loafers and shit. And we would just, thrifting. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word.
It's okay. I got you. I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, we would just go run around and play games, and I don't know if there's a specific memory. I know everybody's like, oh, I'm quirky, or I'm zany, I'm wacky. But
you're just like, I was a weirdo.
I don't know. I was just me. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I moved when I was 9, and then I used to get bullied a whole bunch in school
For what?
for I guess like dressing the way I did and stuff, like because I was like, we wore skinny jeans and all that stuff, and that was like just like kind of a new deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but people would throw gum in my beautiful hair. I had beautiful hair. I had to cut it all off.
You'd cut it off because there was so much gum in your hair?
No, there's way too much gum in my hair. This is becoming a problem. But I was safer. I was safer because the gum would harden, and so if like I fell off the skateboard or something,
Right, like
I would
after
be
class,
protected.
Post would have so much gum in his hair because the entire class would throw gum, and if you fell, it was more of like a little rebound thing. Like you were chill.
I was not throwing gum every day.
Okay, just occasionally.
Yeah, no,
just
it was like,
occasionally.
oh, there's that fucker. Let's hit it with the gum.
So
What is that, Trident layers? That's good shit. That'll get stuck super good.
So you wore skinny jeans. Do you think that was the gist of why you were getting bullied?
No, I don't know. I think it was always because I always wanted to be myself, I guess. And we all know high school is super high school.
Totally.
So
Totally.
middle school, high school, and when I was a kid too, it just didn't start me off good at all because I wore slacks and a dress shirt every day and slicked my hair back because I saw my dad go to work and I was like, you know what, that dude's cool as fuck. So I want to do that too.
Yeah, I could see that. Like the kids be
Yeah.
like, "Why the fuck are you wearing
Yeah,
slacks?"
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, "Because my dad does."
I'd be like,
And they're
because my dad's cool, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, we're in fucking middle school and high school, bitch. So like, literally get it together."
I remember for 1 year my school tried out a uniform and I was already Gucci. I was like, oh, I didn't have to change shit. I was like,
Like this is my. I wake up and put this shit on a Saturday, motherfuckers. This is me.
These are my PJs.
Dude, it's so fucked how mean kids are
Kids
at
are
that
mean,
age.
yeah.
Like, I also got bullied, and I've talked about it on my show, but I'm like, people were so fucking mean, and that, like, sticks with you. And I feel like it's interesting because now I feel like people know in the industry and just your fans, like, you are now known for having, like, the sweetest, kindest heart. You're so sweet to people. And I wonder, like, is any of that because you don't want people to feel the way that you were treated?
Well, yeah, I always think about that too, and I think like it keeps me up some nights. It'll be like, say I was at dinner or something and I'm in the middle of taking a bite and someone will say, "Hey, can I have a picture with you?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And I'll get up and I won't be as energetic as I used to be because I want to eat too, you know,
Yeah,
but
of course.
and I always think, and I'm like, man, I could have been so much kinder in that situation, and that kind of drives me nuts because I know how it feels to meet someone, and especially, I guess, someone that you either know from music or someone that you really like their music or whatever, and I know how that feels for them to be a total asshole, and that's kind of like what drove me, I guess, to that. I don't want anybody. It only takes 1 second out of your day to be nice. And
Totally.
yes, man.
Do you have any advice for anyone that is like, damn, fuck, Post, I relate to you, of like feeling like an outsider or feeling like maybe they don't fit in and they're kind of getting bullied? Like, do you have any advice? Any wisdom?
Well, I don't know about wisdom. But yeah, I mean, coming from that and just realize, like, you are so fucking cool. You are so fucking cool. Even if no one thinks you're fucking cool, you're super fucking cool. I guess that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're only one person your whole life, and you should be able to express yourself and live your life and do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody. And a lot of people don't really understand that, I guess. Especially it's hard being a kid. It's hard being a kid, and I'm not gonna say I understand why kids bully people, but you know, it's hard being a kid, and people go through shit every day.
Yeah.
And you know, just keep being yourself. Just
Yeah.
keep being fucking cool because you're fucking cool, and
You're
no
so
one
fucking
can tell you
cool.
shit, really.
For example, you're pretty fucking cool.
Thank you
Look,
very much.
Look,
Thank you very
no gum
much.
anymore.
No gum.
Shorter hair.
Shorter
You're looking
hair.
great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
And Post, I want you to really just give me whatever comes to your mind and your heart in this moment when I ask you this.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Tinder. Spring and festival season is upon us, and it's a perfect time to get on Tinder and take a chance on matching with a new crush. Summer flings are built in the spring, okay, Daddy Gang? Maybe you're looking for someone to go dance at festivals with, or just someone to stay in with and watch the sets from your couch. Whatever you're looking for, Tinder has got your back. I actually heard about a girl who set her Tinder radius to only the Coachella campgrounds, and she had a whirlwind festival romance with a guy that she's still talking to. What is better than that? Nothing. On Tinder, it has never been easier to find a match with the same interests as you, and maybe they'll even introduce you to something new that you love. You'll never know unless you throw a couple likes their way, okay? From whirlwind romances to summer flings, these endless opportunities are out there with just a simple swipe. Daddy Gang, explore all the possibilities for yourself on Tinder. It starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today. Who is your best friend in the industry?
Oh, shit. Louis Bell.
You have to get rid of one tat. Which are you removing?
For my mommy, something on my face.
That's fair. Hi, Mom.
She's here tonight.
Oh, I need to meet her. Yeah. Lovely. Yep. You're like, no.
You can hang out with her as long as you want.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is something you used to be embarrassed about, but you don't give a shit about anymore?
My nipples.
Oh.
I have poofy nipples.
Poofy? Mm-hmm. That sounds cute.
It's not cute.
Oh. Okay.
It's not cute.
It's not fucking cute, bitch. If I could get
they're tough. They're tough.
Did you know they were puffy, or did you get told they were puffy?
Yeah, they always gave me shit about that. I never took my shirt off as a kid because I was like, man, my nipples are so puff. I don't get why. I don't understand this.
Oh, just a little puff daddy.
I'm Puff Daddy.
Okay.
That's how he actually got his name. Have you seen his nipples?
He has puffy nipples. You and Puff Daddy. One thing in common, puffy nipples, bitch.
He's just way richer than me.
Stop. Okay, puffy nipples. That's a great answer that I didn't anticipate. This episode's gonna be Post Malone featuring puffy nipples. This is good.
That's a great rap name.
That is good. Okay. Have you ever joined the Mile High Club?
Not all the way.
Huh. Like a little finger bang, or like you couldn't come?
Oh no, definitely bust.
Okay.
Is that a fine to say?
This is Call Her Daddy. We talk a lot
Fair
about
enough.
sex here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely bust, but no like coitus.
Okay.
Not full coitus.
Okay. That's good. Thank you for this is good.
And here's the whole deal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I know it's supposed to be rapid fire, but I feel like the moment you get up on an airplane and go to the bathroom or like move around at all, that's when the turbulence starts. Because I'll see somebody get up and I know they have the poop walk. So I can tell they're going to be back there and I'm like, get back in your seat. It's so bumpy right now. I know this is your fault. Am I the only one that feels that way?
No. I agree with you and I understand that. Have you ever had the poop walk on the plane?
I have never shit on an airplane.
I have never either. And you know what? I know it's kind of gross to talk about, but this whole fucking episode is about shit. I was on the airplane and I think there's nothing worse than when someone has gas on the airplane and you're just like clench it or do fucking something, bro, because it's reeking.
I'm not going to lie. I definitely have farted real bad on an airplane before multiple times. And I'm so sorry to everyone that was on there. They probably thought that fucker was going down because they were like, that's not like a natural smell. So it's going to be like jet fuel burning or something.
But I have never shit on an airplane either. And I think it's like there is a level of controllability in there. You know what I mean? But would you rather someone take a shit or fart on the airplane? Well, you're the fucking culprit over here.
Well, you know, I feel like look who we have here. If it isn't jet fuel shitter on the airplane, making everybody think it's going down. No, I mean, I feel like during COVID, even then, we might not even have that problem. So I'd let them rip all the fucking time. You can't smell shit. And then if the N95s are that effective, you shouldn't be able to smell my shitty farts. And they're not shitty, by the way. Stinky farts.
Your little stinkers weren't getting through. It's almost like the motherfuckers that were wearing the ones that weren't that thick. It's like, well, shame on you. You deserve the fart.
Well, usually what I do, you know, whatever area I'm in, I kind of distribute the ones that are really powerful with the twisting filters. So they're like really, and I'll just say, hey guys, this is just in case. And then everybody's usually pretty receptive to it. They're like,
yeah. I appreciate the strategy you put into letting it go. Okay. What is your most toxic trait?
I have a bunch of those.
Share with the class.
Drinking. drinking and sometimes jealousy, and I'm also sometimes, especially with my good friends, quick to anger, which is something I
Jealousy as in relationships?
Yes, ma'am. You know.
The fiance's like, I'm just chilling in the room, and you're
Yes,
like,
ma'am. What are you doing?
yeah. You're giving a little jealous vibes.
I am right now.
No,
okay.
just like I was asking. Yeah, I can tell
I
you're
think
so jealous.
everybody's gonna be jealous after watching this because they weren't as free with their fecal talk.
No, I exactly. You're just letting it rip, literally. Okay, so
No,
you're
not
jealous.
literally.
You're jealous with your woman a little. Okay, but that shows you care.
Yeah, well, I guess that's
A good way to look at it.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
She wouldn't say it.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. I never, necessarily want to be mean, but I guess that stems from a place of my own insecurity and like how insecure I am.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. Nothing like absolutely wild, but it's just like, I want to feel loved. You know what I mean? I guess that's what it is.
I get it.
Like many humans.
And you're drinking. Are you working on it, or you're like cool with it? You just are aware.
I am working on it. I used to drink because I was sad. Now I drink for shows and because I'm happy. It's hard getting out there, and I get so shy and timid and shit. So I just drink a little bit to, I guess, cope with that and be able to get my liquid courage, literally.
That's so interesting, because I feel like when I see you on stage, especially online and TikToks, it's like, Post, you are busting out dance moves that it's like you're just like in your own world up there. Don't think anyone would think that you would be too shy to get up there.
Oh, well, that's,
The alcohol?
most definitely. Most definitely. It's, you think these dance moves just, they're conduited from a great drinker in the sky somewhere.
Yeah, you're like, I'm actually just hammered, and that's why I feel comfortable to bust a move in my jorts.
That's exactly what it is with my knee braces. And
exactly. Please put those on before the show tonight. What is a purchase you blew too much money on and regret?
Regret?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Or you blew too much money on and you're aware, but you don't give a fuck.
I bought the Lord of the Rings magic card.
Oh, do you want to tell me how much that was?
It was $2 million. Don't make me regret it right now.
oh, you were saying you don't regret it, because I'm
I definitely don't regret it.
Oh, where is it now?
It is, well, I guess right now, since this is in the future, I have it already. Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes. Can't wait.
Let's do it off camera.
Yeah. $2 million on a fucking card.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So you really like Lord of the Rings?
I like Lord of the Rings and Magic the Gathering.
Do you like Frodo?
I'm down with Frodo. I think he's cool. He's a flawed character, but we all are. And I like his feet.
Oh.
Not like in a sexy way, but I just think it's cool how he's walking around like the most treacherous place in the world in his bare feet, and I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you clarifying, because I think on this show people would think you were like, oh, I jerk off to Frodo's feet. That's the vibe this show would give, so it's good you clarified this.
Answering emails can mean a lot of things.
Yes, exactly. Okay, $2 million for a fucking card. Damn. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Oh, fuck.
You can be honest.
What counts?
You putting your dick in something.
In the coochie? In something?
Well, I didn't know.
Okay, in
a
something.
butt or a V?
But
Well,
first time. Whoa! All right. Oh, fuck.
No. Do you like women specifically?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a V then, a vagina.
Okay.
When's the first time you put your dick in a vagina?
Well, I thought it was like he was like, when's the first time for anal, and I'm like, whoa, fuck! Oh, this
Oh, we can go there too. When's the first time you did anal? When's the first time you did V? Let's go. Here we go, Post. Woo!
Let her rip. Oh,
Okay.
fuck. September 08? No, that's from the other guys. That was his first desk pop.
Okay.
I don't know. Question was age?
Age.
17?
17.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bumhole?
No, fuck. Not till a couple years later.
What was the experience like?
For me, very cool. It's a crazy thing. There's a lot of crazy stuff you look at as a kid, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I want to try this shit. And,
Did she shit on your dick, or no, you were okay?
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay, we're moving on. He kept it clean. It was clean. When you pulled out, you were okay?
Yeah.
You weren't traumatized?
No, I was not.
It sounds like you're saying she was, though.
No, but I can never like speak on behalf of be like, we talk and be like, yeah, everything's great.
Yeah.
But then like I don't know, like, is this normal?
Yeah.
Have you know, not again with the, whatever.
You wouldn't do it again.
No. I would. I mean, I would.
Oh.
But not with the same lady.
Totally. You have a lady.
No, understood. But like, right. This was like, not with the same lady. We never did it again. Does that make sense?
Oh, got it. Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. I can only speak on my behalf.
No, this is good.
Like,
This
I
is
was
good.
gung ho though.
You're like, I was having a great fucking time. Anyways, what is your biggest fear?
I hate airplanes, but that's not a biggest fear. That's
What?
that's a cop out. But I guess not being able to be there for my baby, which is a new fear. But yeah, that's why I tried to slow down on drinking, to take better care of my body. I stopped drinking sodas and stuff. And I remember I went to the doctor and they said, hey man, your liver sucks. And I was like, all right, so how do we fix it? And so we're fixing it.
You're working on it.
Yes, ma'am. So
What's the most awkward interaction you've had with another celebrity?
I don't necessarily remember, but I remember there's one gentleman I know who doesn't drink, and I saw him after a couple years, and I was roasted, and I was like, hey man, what are you drinking? He's like, I don't drink, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I'm so sorry. That's a bad feeling for me, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. And
I get it. You're like, why did I just say that? But like, I'm sure they get that all the time, so that's okay. But I get what it's in a moment. You're like, fuck me.
Yes,
why did I have to
know.
say
I'd be
it?
like, I'm such a dick. Yeah, that's like, then that shit keeps you up.
Yes.
You're like, oh man, I got.
Why did I do
so
that?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, you're a nice guy though. You like care what you can affect people.
Everyone can. That's right. You just be nice. Don't be a dickhead.
Just be nice. Don't be a dickhead.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's put that on a t-shirt.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
You're forced to dress up.
Okay.
And role play.
Okay.
In the bedroom.
Okay.
What are you dressing up as?
Well, I guess Frodo. Now we have to go on like theme here.
You got to keep it consistent.
It has to be. Well,
What would that
either
look
Frodo
like?
or Sauron. Oh, that'd be so badass. I'll put on stilts and be like 10 feet tall like Sauron.
Do you think that would get your woman turned on?
No, ma'am. Not even in the. There is no life in the void. And then she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know?
Like, it couldn't be more dry. Like, you're literally disgusting me right now. What is happening? You're freaking me out. You're on stilts.
And
Post
then-
coming in.
Then she'll show me Sauron's eye. That's a coochie. That's
That
like the
would be her
nickname
V.
there for the coochie.
Got it. And she just spread herself and be like, I guess this is
I
role
guess
play.
this is Sauron.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But then we don't even have sex. I just like practice my mace moves. Chuck, watch this.
I'm kind of picturing this is good too because it's giving like a full idea of like what your sex is like. Do you know what I mean? Like people are gonna be
Sure.
like, "Ooh, this is good." Like he's on stilts. Like
Sure.
the whole thing. It's good. This is sexy. This
Or
is
Captain
sexy.
Price from
Oh.
Call of Duty.
Wow, this is very specific. You learn something new every day.
Yes,
Post.
ma'am.
This is really good. When's the last time you cried?
That's been a long time.
That's a lie.
That's been a long time.
Someone told me you were crying yesterday.
I didn't cry yesterday.
Do you cry on stage?
No one saw me yesterday.
Someone.
I almost cry on stage. But I don't cry.
Almost.
That's sweat. Dude, it's fucking hot. It's hot up there. I'm sweating a lot. I hadn't cried in like fucking 6 fucking years.
Well, if you were to cry recently, what would you be crying over?
I find it harder now. You kind of get, I don't know, you do it for so long and you kind of lose like, it's sad, but you kind of like super calloused to shit.
Yeah.
I used to cry when people would make fun of me and shit. And now I'm just like, hey man, well you haven't met me. You know, I think you might like me if we got to hang out, you know, but it doesn't hurt my feelings anymore.
Yeah.
But I did cry last tour because my baby started blowing kisses and it's really cute.
So they're happy tears, Pose.
Yeah, happy tears.
That's
Good
great.
Tears.
That's great. This is a quick little transition. We were talking about your baby blowing kisses. Just pretend that didn't happen for a second. What's your go-to porn search words?
Frodo feet,
No, fuck you.
Legolas wig, Sauron mace skills Captain Price in the prawn, cruise missile, 5 kill streak. These are all, I usually put them all in one, and you'd be surprised at some of the crazy shit comes out of that.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I mean, I kind of just go to daily selection.
The daily trending.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they spend a lot of time on the algorithm, I think. And I think, a lot of people are on these sites. So, I mean, something must be right there.
Yeah, there's
so
no shame.
Check it out.
Totally.
And you get 10 pages on there. So you can be like, go to page 5 today. Or you roll a dice.
Right.
You roll a D12 or a D20 and see if you see what page you should go to.
I'm picturing you on Pornhub what's today's selection? This is interesting. You're kind of down
Crack
for
some
whatever.
wine. Open a nice bottle and just candles and put Lord of the Rings. It usually takes me 12 hours, my whole crank sesh.
Oh.
So I can watch all the Lord of the Rings in that time period.
Yeah. And is that how long you would last during sex? No.
How drunk am I?
What if you're sober?
30 seconds.
Okay. What if you've had 7 beers?
Bump that up to a cool minute 30.
Okay. And what if we're working at a 20 beer situation?
Crazy night?
Yeah.
I'll go. That's when the machine turns on. That's when it's all finally lubricated, and you just keep going. I'd be like, how? I'd be like, oh no, let's go.
You're in your prime. You go
Call
to
the doctor.
What's your favorite sex position?
Missionary, of course.
Mm-hmm. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by White Claw. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're way too hot to be spending the summer sitting inside and just scrolling on your phone, okay? We are getting those bikinis out of storage, and we are getting out of the group chat too, okay? I want all of us to have fun this summer, and you know what goes perfect with a 7 UV index and yapping with your girls? A cold can of White Claw, okay? I'm just getting back from Unwell spring break in Miami, and let me tell you, there is nothing more refreshing than a cool, crispy White Claw by the pool. You give me a mango White Claw and a lounge chair, I'm set for the day, okay? Daddy Gang, it is officially White Claw summer. They've got only 100 calories in 12 glorious ounces. Plus, they're gluten-free and have the taste you know and love. I always like to grab a variety pack so everyone can have their favorite flavor, from peach to black cherry to mango. You truly can't go wrong. My personal favorite is OG black cherry through and through. I cannot be stopped when I get one in my hands. It's time to celebrate the end of hibernation season. Summer is around the corner, and it's time to get out and get after it. Cheers to that, okay, Daddy Gang? Let's go find a guy with a boat and grab a claw. Pick up a pack from your local favorite spot and grab life by the claw with your favorite flavor this summer. Tell him your founding father sent you. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois. You keep it pretty locked down with your personal life.
Yes, ma'am.
Which I think is great. But again, this is Call Her Daddy. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You answer how you're comfortable.
Yes, ma'am.
You're engaged?
Yes, ma'am.
Or are you married and you secretly haven't told anyone?
I'm not married.
You're not married. You're engaged. How long have you been engaged?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I met a guy the other day, and he was like, I just got married after 21 years. And I'm like, oh, sick. Please don't tell her that.
No, we got you. We got you. What would a Post Malone wedding look like? Bitchin'.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I'd imagine an ice luge for Bruce that's just steady going, and beer keeps being poured into it, and all my buddies are super down for the cause, so they just go and take a suckle of the teat of the nectar and keep that party going. Dance moves are going to be hopefully popping. I don't know. I'd imagine everything rustic, modern.
Jorts? But like wedding jorts?
Lots of camouflage.
Oh.
Well, yeah, fuck rustic, modern. I think we just do everything camouflage.
Camo.
I think that sounds amazing.
Would you wear a camo suit?
Sure. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I actually have a camo tuxedo.
And you're wearing camo Crocs.
Yes, ma'am.
Very trendy.
It's super trendy.
Very cool.
But I wear it for the utilitarian purposes.
Okay, cool. How did you propose?
It's in Vegas. But we got married, just a proposal.
Okay.
And I had lost a significant amount of money at the table. And we go upstairs and I'm like, off my rocker, hammered. And I was like, hey, you want to marry me? I got a ring and all this stuff. And then she said no. She's like, ask me tomorrow. And I was like, all right, yeah. And then I did. And I was sober. And it was nice.
I fucking love her for that.
Yeah.
She's
a
like,
beast.
be fucking sober.
She's a beast. Yeah.
But yes.
She was right. I mean, I knew.
You did.
I knew. I'm just a terrible arbiter of romanticism, I guess.
How did you know, like, what is something about her? Because I know you keep your relationship private. Like, what's something that you, like, knew you were in love with this person?
I could tell, which is really cool. I could tell her heart is so massive. And I've always wanted kids and, like, a big family. And I could tell she was going to be a really good mama. And she's, like, number one mom in the fucking universe.
Are any of your songs about her?
They're not out yet.
Is it going to be on the new album?
No, man.
So you've written some, but no one's heard them.
No one's heard.
But she...
Because I don't know, that's a scary... I feel like, I don't know, a lot of the songs I write for her, I don't even play for her because I'm terribly shy, like, about, like, I know, it's terrible. I know.
If I was her, I would force you to sit down and be like, play it.
Well, we do have a guitar.
Would you play
All right, I'll play it. It's like 25 songs, so I hope you guys are ready. Okay.
Don't stop. Don't stop. You can't get us that excited.
No, I
My
can't
heart
do
got
it.
excited.
I
Okay,
can't.
so, but you've written songs about her, but you just don't release them right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're now a dad,
Yes, ma'am.
which is so exciting.
Yes, ma'am.
How old is your daughter now?
At the time of this interview, 14 months. 14, 15 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What is Papa Post like?
It's cool. Very cool. Very handsome. My dad, when I was a kid, he would always play me like really heavy music, and I love heavy music. The other day, I put on a Godsmack song, and I was like started rocking, and she was like, and it was really cute.
So that must have made you really happy.
Yeah, that made me really happy.
What do you think is your best dad skill?
Having money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
So, I think as of right now, that it's good for the baby and good for the mom, and I think that's about the only skill I have really. Sometimes I'll play guitar with her, which is all right skill, but they're like, put the fucking guitar away. I want the new Fisher Price deal.
You're like, here's my Amex. God bless you all.
I think the baby knows the code. That'll be her first word is my credit card number. Yep. What's the expiration? Very good. Okay.
Dude, that's so good. You're bringing the dough. You know, you're self-aware, Post.
Yes,
okay.
Hey, look, I'm the happiest I've ever been. So if
I'm so happy for you.
I'll pay all the money in the world.
It's amazing. What's a lesson that your parents kind of taught you growing up that you want to make sure that you pass on to your daughter?
Well, my dad said you can't make everyone happy, which is a good lesson. I still struggle with that because I try to be, and being kind is totally different than making someone happy. But if you ever have a problem with your parents or a friend or something, they'll understand and you understand, and just kind of be patient with the situation and kind of hypocritical at sometimes, but I guess that's just be yourself, and you can't make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I agree with everything you're saying, and I think it's a good approach to life. What do you think is the biggest misconception about you?
Small nipples.
You're like Puff Daddy.
I'm Puffy Nips. You guys know my new record? No, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess right now I could say everybody thinks I'm on drugs.
Okay.
I'm not on drugs.
Okay. It's good to clarify. No. Maybe you don't even have to.
Well, that's
You shouldn't have to.
I just spoke to somebody about this, and it's interesting having everybody in your life all the time. And like I tried to maintain a private lifestyle because, like, you know, especially with the baby, and I want her to be able to decide what she wants to do. Maybe she doesn't want to be on social media, but I see a lot of people, you know, here's my baby, like just right out of the coochie. Here she is. Here they are. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, you know, how you know the baby wanted to do that? You know?
Trust me, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, let the kid decide.
Yeah, well, that's the whole deal. And so, like, I try to maintain that whole deal, but people can see me on stage and they might take my dance moves. People are like, this is what meth looks like. I'm like, I'm not a meth.
Yeah. I think it's
unless it's in Pedialyte. Is it in Pedialyte? Is it in macaroni and cheese?
Yeah,
because I'm definitely on meth if it's in macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, but does that get annoying though? That like, how do you decide when you're like, fuck, should I not speak up on this? Or you're like, hi, I'm not on fucking drugs.
Respectfully, I don't owe anybody an explanation for anything.
Yeah.
But I can tell that there is genuine care.
Yeah.
And it's not, everybody is not just the guy that's like, okay, kids, this is what meth looks like. Don't be like this fucking guy. But there is people who genuinely care, you know, and I kind of wanted to put their minds at ease.
Yeah.
There's so much love in my fan base and it's super cool, but you always get those motherfuckers that are like, fuck this guy, you know. But
it is interesting though when you say that, Post, because in the same interview you're saying I've never been happier, and people think you're on meth.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is kind of nice.
It's kind of a fine line.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You're like, I have never been happier, and everyone's like, but you're on meth.
Yeah,
you're like, you can think that I'm happy.
Well, and they can think. At the end of the day, they're going to think whatever they want. Even after I was like, hey, guys, I'm not on drugs. People are like, that's exactly what someone on drugs would say. Like, okay, great. Okay, whatever. I said what I,
You tried.
And I'm happy as I've ever been. Not on drugs. Like a good beer. Like to smoke cigarettes. Hanging out.
We'd love it. Your new album,
yes, ma'am.
Austin,
yes, ma'am.
By the time this comes out, it will be out. Mm-hmm. What is the story behind the album?
The story behind the album is a couple days before tour, we were like, hey, I want to do like an acoustic project. So we went and we rented out Henson for a week. And we made like 8 songs in 7 days and crushed half of the record there. Can I have a brewski?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Wait, no, you're fine. Wait, you did 8 songs in 7 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that normal?
Sometimes it is. They're not good for the most part whenever we do that. Yes, please. Thank you, Ben. Bobby. Sorry. Fuck. God damn it.
Ben?
Yeah, Ben. Ben is usually grabbing the beers.
But it's Bobby.
But it's Bobby in here. Hi, Bobby.
Bobby. Hi.
Hi.
You want to come in?
Hi, Bobby.
Camera time?
Yeah, Bobby. When was your first anal?
Let's talk about your sandwiches.
No, thank you.
Like,
thank you so much. Yeah, guys, check out Bobby's or Bobo's if you're ever in if you have in Jersey.
Jersey. Okay, so 8 songs, 7 days.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said usually that turns out bad, but
well, yeah, because you can go and you can make like half a song and never have lyrics or anything like that on there. But it was so much fun. And we had so much fun, and it was originally supposed to be just me and a guitar, and then we were like, oh, fuck it, this song would be bitchin' with drums on it, and so we just kept making a whole album, and we finished, the whole album was made in like, musically, like recording-wise, like 3 weeks total, so it was cool.
How do you want your fans to feel about this album?
I just hope they don't think it sucks. That's usually the consensus amongst the team. You're like, does this suck? And I don't think it sucks. But it's really cool. I felt a lot of space. It was written by me and 3 other dudes completely. Well, besides, we had some really super talented guest writers and well, I wouldn't even call them guest writers, co-writers.
Yeah.
But guests in the studio because for the most part, it was just us.
Yeah.
I always keep stuff to myself, you know.
That you wrote on the toilet.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's like a very intimate moment for you to write it on the toilet, you and yourself, and then to put it out there.
Well, I actually had him bring a porcelain throne into Henson to cut the vocals as well and the guitar.
That
just
makes
for
sense.
perfect accuracy. I think you can hear a little bit of the shine,
Yeah.
a little bit of the twang in
Yeah,
the
but
recording.
you wanted it to be
It's pretty cool.
genuine.
Yes, ma'am.
This is like this is me in my
Yes,
raw
ma'am.
form of how
Yes,
I
ma'am.
actually do it.
I'm actually going to do that for the next record. We just did
That should be your album cover.
Yeah.
Everyone would
Live
know.
from the shitter. No, everyone will know. It'll just be me on the toilet. Everybody
Or it's
will
the
be
selfie angle for your fucking album
It's a selfie. Everybody's like, oh, this dude's definitely on the shitter right now.
What is your favorite lyric that you wrote?
Oh. I call her Shrek because she got a donkey.
It's genius.
Thank you.
It's innovative.
Thank you.
And it's also nostalgic.
It's eye-opening. It strikes all the right chords. It really makes you think.
What is that lyric on? What song?
It's called Socialite. is the name of the song.
Oh.
Could you imagine? Like, kind of makes you think, like,
Right.
think, and then, like,
yeah.
Shrek,
Yeah.
donkey.
What do you think is going to be the biggest banger? Do you usually know when something is going to hit with your fans, or you are always surprised which ones become the biggest?
I'm always surprised. I feel like I can go off what, you know, like management and label and everybody says
Yeah.
and stuff, but I mean, I just want to make a song that I like.
Yeah.
And I could never, like some songs you just know and like, oh, this is really catchy.
Yeah.
And that usually does it. But now I'm old, and I mean, I made an album with me playing guitar on every song and no features, so I don't know exactly how in touch I am.
Okay.
But I think there's some great songs on there that I hope people like.
What's your favorite song on the album?
You know that one.
Yeah, that
you
one.
know that one.
I can already
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can already hear it.
I really don't. Fuck.
Top two.
Oh.
Come on.
They're all so different.
You know whatever comes out of your mouth, everyone's going to listen to.
Well, I hope anybody listens at all. That would
They're
be
going to
amazing.
listen, Post. Daddy Gang is going to fucking listen.
Thanks, Daddy
These people
Gang.
are so loyal. Daddy Gang
Thanks,
is going to
Daddy
get out
Gang.
there. They're going to stream the whole thing.
Thanks,
but we
Daddy
need to
Gang.
hear your top two songs. Then
I'm trying to
I'll let you
remember
go.
the track list too. Oh, I don't want to go. I'm having so much fun.
I don't want you to go either.
I'm actually getting kicked off is what's happening.
I'm like,
Just
okay, it's
joking.
been enough shit talk. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out,
This
Frodo
is,
feet.
This is the first night you shit your pants on stage. Like, it goes down tonight.
I like Green Thumb a lot. I had a lot of fun playing the guitar on that and
Okay.
writing the guitar for that. And Enough is Enough, Something Real. I can list like the whole track list.
Okay.
But I don't know. I had so much fun working on those records.
I'm so excited for you. You're so talented. It's
you.
always such a pleasure to get to sit down with someone and meet them in person. Because, again, I see things online about you. I see your pictures and your videos and your amazing dance moves. But being in your presence, like, you're such a soft, sweet guy that is clearly so talented beyond words. And I just can't thank you enough for taking the time, because I know you're on tour and you're so busy. And this really meant a lot to me and my fans and your fans. So thank you, Post.
No, thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Let's go play beer pong.
I don't see why not.
Oh, wait, I have a gift for you.
What?
Okay, so I know you're really happy,
Yes, ma'am.
but we're never perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is merch for you. Unwell.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
feel that?
Oh, and it's puff print like your nipples.
Oh, it's a set? It's puff print like my nippies. It hides it perfectly. Well, that's actually so funny because we got a gift for you.
No, Post. Oh my God, look at us. This is so sweet, guys. Thank you so much. You're
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you
No,
for coming
you're
on.
fucking
Thank
amazing.
you. Oh my
Thank you.
God, we did it.
What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper, with Call Her Daddy.
Huda, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like really excited. I'm overwhelmed as fuck. Overwhelmed in like a good way and like in multiple ways. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even like sitting here and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. Like I can't do it. It's like an overwhelming, like it's just, I'm taking everything in all at once. I think anyone would.
Can you explain a little bit, like, what have the past 48 hours since leaving the villa been like for you?
I think really like right now I'm just trying to make sure that everything like is good with the people that I'm really close with and that I hold dear to my heart. For example, like my daughter, like my family, like those are the people that I've checked on this entire time. Like I haven't texted anybody back at all.
How many texts do you have? So many.
Girl, so many.
Hundreds.
I haven't, and like the only other person I've called is my best friend.
Okay.
That's it.
Throughout the season, you were one of, if not without a doubt, the most polarizing person on the show.
So I've been told.
People either absolutely adore, love you, or there are people that like it actually feels like hate you and like do not fuck with you at all.
Yeah.
Why do you think that this is the case?
I think that honestly, I think perception's everything. And I feel like not all the time things are shown in the way that they are like perceived on TV. And I mean, I know who I am as a person. I think that's what really matters. I feel like if people are hating on me, okay, fuck you. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, why does it matter? As long as the people that I love are close to me and like that care about me and they, you know, see me for who I actually am, like that's truly what matters to me. And I'm very, very, very blessed to have so many people that do love me and support me because I feel like the good outweighs the bad, in all honesty. And yeah, I try to pay the hate like no mind. To be honest, like you don't know me. You don't know me at all.
I was going to ask you, like, now that you have had your phone back and have gotten maybe like a brief second in between, like no sleep. Actually, I was going to say no sleep club, another club. You haven't.
Girl, I haven't. I'm not outside. I'm not.
You're sitting.
Girl, I'm sat.
You're like this with your sunglasses. The meme of
no,
you.
Dad,
Like,
just sitting.
no, you're not moving. You're not moving. But I was going to ask, like, now that you've gotten to maybe see a couple of like your mentions, like, what comments have been like negatively the most shocking to you?
Oh fuck, I really don't pay that shit no mind. The craziest thing I've heard is that people called CPS on me. I was like, are you so serious right now? First of all, my daughter's dad was fully aware of what I was doing. He was fully okay with it. He signed consent. We had that conversation. We're fine. Me going on a show does not make me a bad person. You know how many mothers are, you know, doing tours around the world who are doing all these things and they can't see their kids. It's like, it doesn't make you a bad mom to do something for yourself in that way at all.
Yep. Thank you.
And I'm just like, I don't understand it because it's just like, you guys just have nothing better to do at this point. And, you know, I know that I'm a good mom. I'm with my daughter 24/7. Me and her dad, we split custody. So like, I have her Sunday through Fridays, and then he has her the days that I don't have her. And so I have her majority of the time. I'm with her 24/7. Like I do the pickups and drops offs at school. I pack her lunches. You know, I'm there to give her a pep talk if a kid's being mean to her in class. Like I'm there for her through and through. She tells me about the boys she likes. Like we do the hee ha-haing. Like we put perfume on in the mornings together. We brush our teeth in the same sink, even though I have a double sink. She brushes it in my sink with me every morning. I do her hair every morning. We do outfits together in the morning. Like all of that stuff. Anytime I put a dress on, she's like, you look so beautiful, mommy. Like she's my hype woman. Someone says something mean to me, she's like, don't talk to my mom like that. Mind you, she's 4.
Dude, I mean, I have questions like later on that I want to talk to you about because that was like a point people were talking about. It's like you and your family and all of it. But like I can imagine coming out of the villa and just as a human being, but most importantly as a mother, understandably, immediately your gut reaction is to address that because like that's your blood, that's your daughter. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I was worried about as soon as I walked out of that villa was my daughter.
Yeah.
That is the main thing I wanted to address. I could care less about hatred from people. I care more about her safety and if she's okay.
Hidden Valley Ranch now comes in a new Easy Squeeze bottle. The same ranch you love, just in a new, easier to use bottle. New look, same great flavor. Hidden Valley Ranch is the original ranch, the brand that created ranch in 1954. Recently, Hidden Valley Ranch changed its packaging, moving from the original paddle bottle to new Easy Squeeze bottle. The new bottle offers a lot of benefits, including making it easier to just get the right amount of ranch out without making a mess and helping you get out every drop. Hidden Valley Ranch is America's #1 Ranch. Visit walmart.com/Hidden Valley for a new Easy Squeeze bottle of Hidden Valley Ranch today. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor. Okay. There has been so much conversation about your character, how you treated other islanders, whether or not your behavior was toxic. And we are going to get into all of it tonight. But I think in order to have like an actual productive conversation, I want to get to know you a little bit better before we get to your Love Island days. Okay. So let's go back. I want to talk to you about your childhood.
Yes.
What was it like in your house growing up?
So growing up, so my parents, they immigrated to America and got their citizenship. And my dad, he had his own business. And my mother, she was a teacher. And, you know, we weren't like fortunate as kids. Like my mother and father had 5 kids. So it's like, and they immigrated here, no family, nothing. So I wasn't raised with money. I wasn't raised with that. We played with sticks outside. We didn't have phones till we were like 16, 17. Like, you know, I'm not a, privileged child. I was never that. And growing up, my dad was extremely abusive. He was very abusive, like towards my mother, towards me and my siblings. Like a vivid memory I have as a kid is like, I don't even know how old I was, but I remember hearing my dad like beating the shit out of my mom in the room. And I remember like finally, like I think someone got the door open, and I just remember seeing my mom's face, like her glasses were broken. And then I just see him snatch her head back and slam the door. Like I'm gonna cry. Like that's literally like that was my childhood. Can I get a tissue?
There's tissue. Let me got you.
Damn, we just started, Alex. Hold on a second.
You're good.
I'm definitely about to start my period. Like, there's no fucking way I'm not.
I'm on mine, so we'll just fucking cry together.
Alex, you're making me sync with you. Should I stuff this one?
Yeah, just put it there.
Okay,
right.
So, but yeah, so I grew up in an extremely abusive household. Needless to say, like, I did have a fun childhood, though. I think me and my siblings were extremely close in the midst of the chaos. Like, we were very, very close. My sister, she would get us away from all that. She would like take us on we would call it the dinosaur trail. And it was like this dirt road because they were doing construction. Sometimes you would see like deer tracks and whatnot. And like sometimes she would do things to make it look cooler, to make us think there were dinosaurs and stuff. Like that's like the things we would have fun with. We'd go in the creek and we would play in the creek. Like, we would do all these things as kids.
And of the 5 kids, where were you in the lineup?
I'm the youngest.
I, even in like writing this interview, like I had no fucking idea about anything about you because there's not anything really on the internet about your life.
They didn't put it on the show either?
No, that you didn't talk about any of this on the show.
Oh, that's crazy.
When you're talking about your dynamic with your parents and specifically your father being abusive, being the youngest, because I can imagine you're talking about your sister kind of like being the one that's getting you guys out of the house. But how do you think being the youngest in an abusive household impacted your personal development?
I think I was a lot more persuasive being a lot younger. So I was a lot more persuasive in terms of like giving me sweets and like buying me things and, you know, doing things towards me and hurting me and then saying, oh, here's this, or like doing things and, you know, saying, you know, I'll go take you here if whatever. And that happened to me a lot as a child as well. Like, and then at one point, you know, when my parents separated, I was in like the 4th grade, I believe. And my mom, I remember when my dad was at work, we packed up everything and we left. And my mom, we lived in like this 2-bed, 1-bath apartment that was like, I think it's like $600 rent, I'm pretty sure. No washer and dryer. We would go to the laundromat. Like, me and all my sisters were in a room. My brother was in his own room. My mom slept on the couch. It wasn't even a couch. It was those outdoor like futon things? Yeah. Outdoor like futon things? Yeah. And they have like the wooden railing things on them. Yes. And then like it's like just a cushion. That's what my mom would sleep on every single night. Because she didn't want to take a bedroom.
What was the breaking point for her to get you guys out?
I'm not 100% sure exactly what her breaking point was. Mm-hmm. I think maybe it possibly could be her support system on the people on the outside that saw this happening.
Do you have a relationship with your father? Do you speak to him?
I haven't talked to my dad in 8 years. Yeah, I stopped talking to him when I was 16. There's a really valid reason as to why I'm not speaking to him. My dad there was a lot of times where I was alone with my dad, and there's things that like my family doesn't believe me about. Tissue. So damn, girl, you got me crying on the show. I know that friggin' period is coming and it's on its way to us very soon.
Period or not, Huda, like this is some
Girl, trust me, when I was with the psychologist, I like talked to her about all these things and I was just crying. Cause it's like you relive it when you talk about it. Ooh, hold on.
take your time.
So anyway, there's a lot of things that happen. I don't want to go like too much into detail.
Yeah.
But I kept a lot of things to myself, and then there was a point where I got really scared, and I remember calling my mom and just telling like, please pick me up, like please pick me up. And she was like, what's wrong? Like, I can't, I have to get you tomorrow. Like she was working like 3-4 jobs. This woman would not sleep. She would sleep like 3-4 hours, and we would never really see her as much because she was working all the time. We would eat frozen food and Wendy's, and she's like, I can't. I was like, I was crying. I was like, please pick me up. I would lock myself in the bathroom. My dad went in his office and was like working, and I like tiptoed out when she was there, and I like grabbed my things and I like tiptoed past his office, because the floor would creak sometimes. So I was so scared, and so I tiptoed out and I like closed the door really quietly, and I just told her, I was like, please go, please go, please go. Like I was like, please get out, like get me out of here. And to this day, like I don't think anyone in my family believes anything that I say about that.
Why?
I have no idea. Maybe it's hard to believe,
Yeah.
but I just accepted that I know what was going on.
Yeah.
And you know, I had listened to like podcasts about certain things leading up to a lot with my dad, and it made me realize like, I don't want to say grooming, but like there's a lot of things that were happening. You know, I don't know. My dad hasn't remarried or nothing. Like it's I have no idea the reasonings behind it. So I never really had a father figure growing up in that way, at all.
What was school like for you during all of this?
I always got bullied in school. I think I always was just like unapologetically myself, and that didn't resonate with a lot of people.
Seems like a theme in your life, Huda, that we're gonna get to.
Trust me, there was a lot of things that triggered me in that villa. I will be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
And things that I caught and was clocking and was told that I was being crazy. But I don't know if anything was done on purpose to make me act out in a way. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I got bullied in school. When I was in middle school, there was a point where like I wanted to take my own life. I did not want to live anymore. Girls, I remember I was friends with these girls, and then like I think it was like 2 of them I was friends with, 2 or 3 of them, and one of them was a new girl. And mind you, I was friends with the other girls. We were all fine. And then the new girl comes, and she's like does modeling, and she does all of these things, and like, you know, I'm just this girl who loves to sing. And she knew I like my dream. I used to watch America's Next Top Model growing up. Like I wanted to model so bad growing up, and you know, I realized I was too short. Like I was like, this is not gonna happen for me. But I was always a dream of mine, and like she knew that, and she would kind of rub it in my face and would be like, oh, you're not even pretty enough to do that. You're not skinny enough. You're not this. I stopped eating for days at a time. Like I remember my math teacher, she would literally be like, how do you need to eat? Like you need to eat something. Like I would never eat anything. I was bulimic. Like I would literally chew food and then spit it into a trash can just to taste it, because I thought I wasn't skinny enough.
And did anyone in your life, like your mom or your older sister, did anyone know you were going through this?
I didn't say anything. And like these girls would push me into lockers, throw food on me. Specifically that one girl, she would do that, and other girls would just hee hee ha ha. Kids would harass me in school. They would, I remember this one kid who was on the football team, he would grab my ass. He would like pin me against the wall in middle school. People would make racial comments about me, call me a terrorist. This stuff happened to me my childhood. And leading into like high school, like I had always felt like I got left out of things throughout school. Like in high school, I remember people tried to start bullying me again. I think at that point, you know, before that I had begged God. I was like, please, 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 like, please, please get rid of these girls for me. Please, like, make this easier for me. Like, give me a fresh start, please. To both the girls, they moved away. And I had a chance at a fresh start. And, you know, everyone in school, like, kind of knew what people were doing. I mean, at least as far as I knew. And I remember someone tried to make a terrorist comment towards me in high school, and I shut that shit down immediately. I was like, I'm going to turn a new leaf and just nip it in the bud. And I did. I nipped it in the bud, and no one said anything about it again. And I remember I was friends with these group of girls in school, and I had always felt left out in things because my mom was really strict on me. Like, she wouldn't let me go to sleepovers. She wouldn't let me go out. Like, she didn't even want me to go to, like, we had this thing called, like, tea dance. Like, she didn't want me to do any of those things. I had to beg her to go to prom. And like when I felt left out in things with those friend groups, because they would be like, oh, she can't even go anyway. But it's like, just ask me if I can. Like,
right? Like, just give me like a
let
bone
me feel a little bit
like,
included.
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone either. And then I finally got a phone. Like, they kind of like, they made me get Instagram. They're like, you need to make an Instagram. You need to make Instagram. I'm like, okay. So I started doing Instagram stuff. And like, I started gaining followers for like my singing videos and things like that. It was a fun moment for me. But in turn, people in school were like, she's so full of herself. She's so cocky. Like, who does she think she is? And, you know, with that friend group that always left me out, I think there was one point where I was sitting with them at the lunch table and I was just like, the girls were laughing about something and I really didn't find it funny. I have a unique sense of humor, I feel like, and sometimes people don't understand it, but like, there's certain things I really don't find funny. And, you know, I'm sitting there and these girls are like, hee hee hawing, like laughing. And I'm just sitting there just like with a straight face, just kind of like wondering like how that is even funny. And they looked at me and they're just like, Huda, like, why are you not laughing? Like, what is it? And I was like, honestly, I don't think any of you guys are really funny. And I really don't want to be friends with you guys. And I got up and I just walked away. And since then, I would go into this dressing room thing that had little mirrors around it. I would practice dance. I used to be a dance captain. I practiced hip hop in there. Was I the number one person in the world? No, but I was still learning. And I would sing in there. I would practice like my acapella stuff in there. I would practice. I was a theater kid. I did a lot of musical theater. Like, I practiced all of these things in there by myself. Free period, I'm going to that room and I'm practicing. That's all I would do.
Just even like hearing you explain, I feel like at such a young age, you were getting it from every fucking angle and there was nowhere to go but rely on yourself. Like, you talking about being in your household, looking at your mom being physically abused, then it turning to you, being alone with your father in this moment where you're like scared for your life and you're trying to flee a situation that should be the one place you do feel safe. Then you go to school where maybe it's like, let's get some reprieve. Maybe the kids at school can make me forget about my home life. And then you're getting it from your school life and your peers. And it's like, I can't help but think like what that young version of you, how do you not put up this hard wall? How do you not become this person that, like you just said, the minute they made a joke about you and they came at you and they tried to make a racial comment to make you feel less than, one day you decide to be like, no, fuck that. But how many days prior were you crying in the bathroom, sitting alone, crying about it? Like, it's so sad to think about you developmentally, how you had to turn from this like soft loving girl to then like you needed to create this hard exterior literally just to survive. Like, what do you wish you could go back and tell yourself, like sitting here right now with all of this success in like the darkest moments of your life where you mentioned like it got to the point where you literally didn't want to be here anymore?
Fuck him. Fuck him. Like, who gives a fuck? Be yourself. Do what you want to do in life. And this is what I tell my daughter all the time. I'm like, do what you want to do. Stop caring about what other people think. Because there's times where kids will be mean to her. And I'm just like, honey, like, you're so smart and you're beautiful. And, you know, you're fun. You're funny. Anyone would hate on somebody like that.
We all know that you are a mommy. Mamacita.
Mama?
Mama? Mamacita?
Of a human child.
Like, you saw that? Were you like...
I died
How is this the most viral thing
I
fucking
died. I
said?
was like, this is the most viral thing I said is that I'm a mommy. Like you know what's funny? Me and Nick like barely remember that conversation. I just remember going into it. I remember I was like, me and Nick were very like goofy people, and we don't take shit seriously in conversations when we talk. And you know, like there's times where we try to be serious, but always ends off on a funny note. And in that conversation, I remember I wanted to bring it up to him, but because of our nature and like the way we are, I was like, I can't sit here and be serious towards him.
Right, like Nick, I have
Like,
a big
listen,
thing
Nick,
to tell you.
I'm so sorry, but like this is so serious, and
Or you're gonna fuck around.
I am a mother, and I really want you to understand. Like I didn't want to do that. I'd be like, guess what? Like, because that's how we are. Me and him were goofy as shit.
But the point I was bringing that up for is you are a mother. You have a daughter, a gorgeous daughter.
Thank you.
How did you meet her dad?
Tinder.
Stop. Oh my God, you need to do like your first brand deals with Tinder.
Listen, it may not always work out, but you might have a fun time. Like literally. So we
Dead.
So we met on there. I remember I was like 18.
Okay.
And I think this is the first time I ever moved out of my mother's house because I was just sick of being controlled at that time. You know, everyone's rebellious. You're getting controlled your whole life. You're told you can't go on sleepovers. You're told you can't do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. It's like, finally, I'm 18. I'm legally, I have freedom. I can do whatever I want to do. And I moved out. I was living with these 2 other girls, and I decided, I was like, okay, I'm going to talk to whoever I want to talk to. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do this. I had my fun when I was 18. And I think that's why I'm like not really big on like going out now. Like
You're like, I did it.
I did the thing.
That was enough.
You know the thing?
Yeah.
I did it.
You did that. Okay, wait. How would you describe your early stages of that relationship with him?
We were very lovey. We got very lovey very fast. Very lovey-dovey. Like I really liked him a lot. And for me, I always tell people, I'm like, you can always tell when I really like somebody and when I really don't. You can always tell. It's like 0 to 100. Like you can 100. I can't lie. I cannot lie.
I know you told us you're sitting there with the girls and you're like, you're not funny.
No.
Literally.
Like, I can't sit here and act like I like you when I don't. I can't be fake. Like if I sit here, I'm just like, oh my God, like I love you.
You're like fuck off.
No, I'm like, can you just leave me the fuck alone, please? Like, get away from me. Like,
So you really, really liked him.
I did.
off
I really,
the
really
jump.
liked him off the jump. Like we were very, very close, very fast. But in that, he did cheat on me, you know, and that doesn't make him a bad person. He just made bad decisions.
Okay, wait. Before you got pregnant, did you guys have conversations about like what you wanted your future to look like together?
We obviously wanted to move in together. The goal was marriage. Like that was always a thing. Like we were very locked in with each other at that time. We would always, I mean, a lot of the videos got out. Like we made so many cute videos together. We would go to the beach 1,000,000 times together.
Can you take me to the moment when you found out that you were pregnant?
Bitch, girl. I remember this was after he cheated on me when I was in Puerto Rico. I was in Puerto Rico with my sister for the first time ever.
Okay.
First time ever on vacation with her. You know, first major vacation. I was really excited. It was a good time until it wasn't. And then I remember, you know, I had his location. And at this time, hell yeah, when someone's cheating on you multiple times, you're going to get a little toxic and go a little crazy. And I'm checking that man's location like nobody's business on this vacation. Because he cheated on me so many times. But I was naive. I was naive at that time. I took him back 1,000,000 fucking times.
Okay, I do want to emphasize you were 18 at 18.
Exactly. This is like what? Like 6 years ago?
I know. But now we do got to get better. But I agree.
I don't
Okay.
do that anymore.
Okay.
I don't even care. Like, no. Now, girl, guys have given me the location. I forget that I have it.
Okay, perfect.
Like,
you're too tired.
I'm tired, Grandpa. Like, I don't want to do that shit, man.
Okay, so you're 18. You're getting toxic because he's cheated a couple times, and you're like, "I'm on to you, motherfucker." I'm in
Bitch.
Puerto Rico. What happens?
Girl. So I'm looking through, you know, seeing where this man is going, right? And I remember there was one night particularly, he was not answering the phone. And I was just like, okay, this man is up to something. I was like, he has to be cheating on me because that was the only logical answer. And to my surprise, he was cheating on me. So I was like, okay, cool. Great. So I remember I was just going off on him because he was not answering his phone. He was at this random house. And we had to talk because he wouldn't let me go to clubs or anything. Oh. And I wasn't like allowed to go to parties. I had lost a lot of my friends at the time because like every time I would hang out with them, he would like blow up my phone. And, you know, mind you, I feel like I blew up his phone too. Like, it's not like it was just him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing shit too.
There was a cycle that was being created.
Yeah, it was a very toxic relationship. And basically, he was at this house. I'm calling. He's not answering. Then I see his car leaving early in the morning, like just leaving that house. He's calling me. He's like, I just got a ticket. Like, I'm late to work. I just got a ticket. I'm just like, where were you? I was home. This is when he was in the barracks in the military. And so you told me he was in the barracks. Brother, did you forget I had your location? Like,
I've been tracking your house like my Uber
like,
Eats order.
Literally, I'm like, bestie
shit.
girl, I'm on like a hawk. Like, I'm looking at your ass going.
You're
I'm
like
you're going,
zooming.
You're going 71 miles per hour. It's back down to 60. Like, I'm looking at the whole shebang. like,
I know what route you took. Okay?
Literally, I know the way you go home from work. Like, I saw the whole thing. But no, I'm just kidding. But like, I was just like, all right. You definitely weren't home. I'm not crazy. I'm texting his friend. His friend, I guess, told me, he said that he slept at his place, like his friend's place in like the barracks room.
Yeah.
And then I asked him where he slept last night. He slept in his own room. So the math wasn't mathing.
You're like, one of you is fucking lying, you idiot.
In the middle of this conversation, I get a DM. Hey, girly. I was like, be so for real. My intuition never lies. I'm like, oh my God. I looked at that shit and I was like, wow. I got pictures of them in bed together.
No.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Not the hey girly.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah. Then that whole thing happened. Then he was like, said a lot of things to convince me to take him back, which I did. And I was naive.
I get it. Anyone that's judging didn't have one of those first true, like, so madly in love toxic relationships.
Everyone has one.
I had one and it was horrible, and it fucks you up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's intoxicating because when you're in love for the first time, you don't really understand anything else.
I never had a good example growing up. Like, I never had anyone to guide me in that way at all. I thought, when I became 18, and mind you, I didn't have my first kiss until after high school. I didn't have sex until after high school. Like, I thought it was like a fairy tale. I thought it was like Disney. Swear to God, I'm watching all these things. I'm watching all these Disney movies, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, it's gonna be like that, and he's gonna look at me from across the room and be like, hey, like, I'm thinking it's like gonna be some cute lovey shit, bitch. When I lost my virginity, and that man was sleeping with one of the girls who bullied me in school, I was like, be so for real. This shit is not what I thought it was.
You're like, this is a horror movie.
I'm dead ass. Dead ass.
What is this shit?
Literally.
Dude,
But
you had a rude awakening coming.
Literally. I know I haven't gone on the pregnant topic yet. But
okay, yeah, we're getting there.
Sorry, I have ADHD.
I won't let you forget.
Thanks, Queen.
How the fuck did you find out you're pregnant?
Okay, so after that happened, I remember we were all hanging out, like having a little party, whatever. I remember I was going up the stairs, and I remember me and his friends crossed paths. I remember I was lit as shit this time, and I was just like, I looked at his friend, I was like, I think I'm pregnant, and he looked at me, and he was just like, no, and I was like, yeah. He's like, no, and then I remember I had eaten Taco Bell, and I threw that shit up everywhere. And then this is also when I found out I was allergic to Tylenol. So I took a Tylenol and I found I was allergic to that. So that was another thing. I had a fever after that. Not a good time. You know, morning sickness plus a fever, not great. So anyway, after that, we were going home, and I was like, okay, we need to buy Plan B. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go buy Plan B. We go to Walmart. Okay, we go to Wally World. And I was like, all right, let's go buy Plan B. We're going to the thing. I'm looking at the pregnancy test. I'm like, do you think we should buy a pregnancy test? He's just like, why? I was just like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like we should buy one. And he was just like, okay, but why? I was like, okay, well, you know, we're not really rich right now. I was like, the Plan B is more expensive than the pregnancy test. Imagine if I'm pregnant, we can just return the Plan B. So that was my logic. I was like, all right. And I go in the Walmart bathroom, and I pee on this stick. I put it back in the box, and I walk out, and he's just like, what did it say? I'm like, I don't know yet. It's still developing. He's like, okay. We walk to the car. We get in the car. We sit down. He's like, all right, you want to open it? I was like, yeah. Open that shit. Pregnant. I said, oh. We started crying. We was in shock. I was in shock. I was crying. I was like, what do I do? I'm talking to my best friend. I'm like, girl, what do I do? And she's just like, what? Like, do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel is right, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. And long story short, we kept breaking up and getting back together. He deployed. We kept fighting the entire time. he still was talking to other girls. Like, it was like a whole thing. And yeah, that was the story of how I found out I was pregnant.
How did your family react?
So I actually kept it from my mom for like 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
Kept it from everybody for 3 or 4 months. I didn't know how to do this at all. I didn't even know I was supposed to go to the doctors. I didn't know anything. No one taught me anything. So I didn't know what to do. And I just kept her growing inside of me. I didn't go to an OBGYN. I didn't go to anything. I just was pregnant. And I didn't get checked at all, nothing. And I remember, I think like 3 or 4 months in, I was getting a little bit bigger. We would go to the grocery store, me and my mom, and like, I would be craving things. And she kind of looks and she's like, moms know. So I remember there was one time I was in my room, and this is back when I moved back in with her, and I was in my room, and she came to like give me a hug. She said something, and like I hugged her. I'm a big hugger. She came and gave me a hug, and then she goes, "You're getting chunky, like chubby, like you're getting a little chubby." And I'm just like, "Oh shit!" Like, I have to tell her.
You got to tell her.
And I'm sitting in my room, just like contemplating. I'm like, "Fuck! Like, what do I do? What do I do?" So I'm like, "Mom," she was cooking. I was like, "Mom," I was like, "I have something to tell you." I was like, "Can you please come to the room?" And she walks to my room, and then she sits down on the bed, and I'm like, "Mom," I was like, "I did something bad." And my mom is extremely religious. She's Muslim, so she's extremely religious. I was like, "I did something bad," and she's just like, "Did you hurt somebody?" I said, "No." "Did you do drugs?" "No." She's like, just was listening to things. She's like, "Did you do this?" I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Are you pregnant?" And I just start crying. And she sat there and she looked at me. She goes, "Don't sin twice." And that's when I knew I was going to keep my daughter. And yeah, that's the story of how I told my mom.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you decide to end that relationship? On, off again, toxic, while you're pregnant, then you have your daughter. Like, when did you end it, and how did you end it with him?
So we were together. We moved in together after having her, and then I think like less than a year. I'm not pretty sure how long it was after we moved in together, but I remember there was a lot of things that bothered me in the relationships. Like when my daughter was an infant, like firstborn, I was breastfeeding at the time, and yeah, I was a stay-at-home mother, but I was with her 24/7, never sleeping. And if I got up, she would cry and cry. And it's to the point where when your kid has like colic, you just don't want to hear crying anymore. Like it's like you don't want her to cry. So you will sit there and not eat so she doesn't cry. You'll sit there and not shower for days so she doesn't cry.
Your daughter had colic.
Mm-hmm.
And can you just really make sure everyone understands what that is, just in case they don't know?
So it's like when kids, like, they cry for no really apparent reason. Like you can do anything and they will not stop crying. And some mothers go crazy with it. Like I had to keep my cool the whole time. I would just cry because I couldn't do anything. And like one time my mom, she was just like, just sit her in the room, walk out for 5 minutes. She can cry, just come back and just like collect herself a little bit. And like when she would cry in the middle of the night, like I understand he was in the military and he worked a lot, but it's like, this is a team effort. And, being a mom is a full-time job. Like you're with her 24/7. And like in the middle of the night, we were supposed to do shifts. Like if like I had to change a diaper, then it was his turn, then it was my turn. Sometimes he would do it, but a lot of the time it would be like, hey, like I would wake up to her crying. And I'm like, "Hey, can you come on? Like, can you help me? Can you help me?" And he was just like, "You do it." And so I would get up and go do it. And, in times like when he would come home, it was like, "Oh, let me shower first and I'll make you something to eat." "Oh, can I play this video game real quick and then I can make you something to eat?" And, or like, I'll be like, "Can you take her so I can do this? Hold on, let me shower." And mind you, he was a great dad still. He still did good things. Like he still spent time with her. He still was fun with her and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the hardships were on me. And, that's also why, like on the show, like the baby thing, that triggered the fuck out of me.
Let's get to that because we're going to get to Love Island. I want to go through that.
Okay,
but
yeah, cool.
So you ended up just realizing this person, it just wasn't going to work romantically.
It wasn't going to work romantically. There was a point where, he wasn't very good with his finances. And I was just kind of like realizing what I really wanted in a man because I was getting older. I was getting less naive. But yeah, so then during that time, like he wasn't really good with his finances and we were always late on bills, late on everything. I would do Instacart with my daughter, which is dangerous. I would do Instacart with her and bring her with me to do that because we were so broke. And I would give him all the money that I would make from that. And we were still late on rent. And I remember there was a time where he was like leaving for, I think, training or deployment or something. And we had like 30 days, less than 30 days actually, to move out. And we had to find a new place. I have never found a place before. I had never done anything like that before. Nothing was packed. I had to do everything. And I pack everything. I'm trying to get like some of his friends to help me. Like I hired people to help me move. Like I was doing everything by myself. I was losing my mind trying to find a place, like losing my mind. And I finally found one, like literally like 2 or 3 days before I had to move out. And I moved everything in. I put his stuff in the storage room. I left it there. I told him, I said, listen, when you get back, like you have 2 weeks and that's it. Because what kind of man leaves you with all of that?
A boy.
So I wanted better for myself.
Yeah.
I knew my potential as a woman. I knew my potential in life. And I knew what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted in life. And I wasn't going to settle.
Nor should you ever. But I can only imagine like the complexity of having a child, but it seems like in a beautiful way, you finally hit that point where you just started to choose yourself. Mm-hmm. And it was probably the best decision you could have made,
100%.
But it's so fucking hard to leave.
It was hard to leave. I remember I would cry every day, every single day.
It's easier to stay sometimes.
I would cry every day by myself. He wouldn't know I was crying every day, but I would cry every day. And I would say, I hate my life. I don't want this. Like, I don't want to be with him. Like, I was losing my mind and I was trying to figure out how I could leave and what I could do to leave. I didn't know what to do. Like, we weren't even kissing anymore.
And when this ended, around how old were you? 22, 21?
21-ish.
21?
Yeah, about 21.
Okay, so now you're 24, right?
Almost 21, I think.
Okay. So now you're 24 and you have all of this going on in your life. And then fast forward, this little show comes along called Love Island and you decide to go on reality TV. In our hectic, fast-paced lives, we could use some slowing down. Haagen-Dazs is made to be savored and enjoyed slowly. Introducing new Haagen-Dazs Belgian waffle cones, a completely new experience that's worth slowing down for. Daddy Gang, you've never had cones like this before, okay? They'll take crunch to a whole new level. Each crispy waffle cone is filled with the velvety smooth ice cream that Haagen-Dazs is known and loved for. Then it's finished with delicious toppings and a decadent bite of sauce waiting for you at the bottom of the cone, okay? Haagen-Dazs Belgian waffle cones come in 4 delicious flavors: vanilla salted caramel, summer berry, triple chocolate fudge, and toasted almond fudge. Boom. Sign me up. You guys know that I have the most hectic days at the office. So when I get home, I love to grab a little treat, toss my phone away, and take a minute to myself. These cones are a must-have in my freezer. I'm obsessed with the summer berry flavor. It's fruity and it's sweet. And seriously, it always hits the spot. It's the perfect way to end a long, 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 stressful day. Ice cream just always hits the spot for me. And these Haagen-Dazs cones are truly the perfect treat. Savor your moment of slow with new Haagen-Dazs Belgian waffle cones available at retailers nationwide. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by White Claw. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're way too hot to be spending the summer sitting inside scrolling on your phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop letting plans die out in the group chat. Grab a White Claw and go make some memories, okay? Whether you're yapping poolside, hitting a barbecue, or just kicking back around a fire, a cold White Claw goes perfectly with your summer plans. That's right, Daddy Gang. It is White Claw summer. 100 calories in 12 glorious ounces, gluten-free, and the taste you know and love. I like to pick up a variety pack so that I can guarantee everyone can get their favorite flavors. I am personally through and through always a black cherry girl, but Matt loves the mango and Lauren's favorite is lime. So there's truly something for everyone. It's time to come out of hibernation and stop leaving everyone on red. We're finding a guy with a boat and we're having a damn drink. My friends and I strictly drank White Claw for an entire girls' trip last year. And now I can't even smell sunscreen without being reminded of that trip. It was honestly the best time ever. There is nothing better than warm sun, a tiny bikini, tiny bikini, and an ice cold claw in your hand. That is peak life. Pick up a pack from your favorite local spa and grab life by the claw with your favorite flavor this summer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois. Tell me how the fuck that came to be. Because I'm literally like, holy shit, dude. Like, just
Curveball.
Let's just all pause for a minute. Hearing the beginning half of your fucking life, dude, and then to where you're sitting right now, I know we have a lot of shit to go through. I know we have so much to talk about of what the way the internet feels about how you acted and all these things. But like, this is the shit of why I love doing my job, because it's like, we know none of this. We've known none of this. We didn't know about your childhood. And I understand Love Island's not the platform to like be talking about this kind of shit. But when we're judging so intensely someone on reality TV, there's 19 million more chapters that we weren't privy to. And so I appreciate you even opening up a little bit today, because I know there's so much more to these stories and we're getting a preview. But thank you for sharing, because it does give a lot of insight into now what we are about to talk about.
Thank you for asking.
Of course.
Like,
okay, Love Island. How did this come to be?
So I always wanted to do the show. It was always a dream of mine to do the show. I just never knew if I was going to. I remember like when I would go, sometimes I would go on like TikTok live with like at the time, because I was doing social like gym content a lot of times. So I would go on, you know, live sometimes and just talk about gym stuff. And like everyone kept saying like, because sometimes I would say stories like about my dating life, because it's fun, like to talk about it. And I would tell people about my dating life, but everyone's like, you should go on Love Island. I could so see you on Love Island. You should do Love Island. Everyone's pushing me, but like, you should do Love Island. I was like, okay, I met this guy. That's how it all starts. I met this guy and he knew that I wanted to do Love Island. And it ended up being just like a really toxic thing where it was like, he was not at all who I thought he was. He ended up trying to like rub in my face so they reach out to him. And because he knew I wanted to do it. And then I was like, he might do it. Why the fuck can't I do it? Because he told me it was dumb. So I was like, why the fuck can't I do it? You're rubbing it in my face. So I said, fuck it. I'll apply. I applied traditionally. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I did. And then I think like a month later or something, I had gotten reached out to. I got reached out to shortly after that. But about a month later, I had my interview. Did that. Months later, another interview. Then I think it was like the final point where I met the producers. Since then, every week, like multiple interviews a week, multiple things that I had to do. Then I remember I flew to Fiji and I manifested this shit, bitch. I'm just like positive. I'm always trying to stay positive, even though regardless of how negative that situation was, like I was staying positive and I was like, I'm going to have this. I would speak it into existence. Like, this is going to be my reality. I'm going to have this. This is what I'm going to do. And I was like, I kept telling myself, like, I'm going to be an OG. I'm going to be an OG. I kept telling myself that. I was like, I'm going to be an OG. And I remember I came to Fiji, they flew me out and, you know, I had done all the interviews and whatnot and like all the filming prep work and whatever. And they're like, this doesn't guarantee you're on the show still. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I have anxiety. I'm just like, no. I like to know things before they happen. And, you know, I'm sitting there and then I get told, we want you in the first lineup. I was just like, my jaw on the floor. Like on the fucking floor, bitch. That shit was that flies were flying in that hoe. And I was like, holy shit, my manifestations are coming true. And I get on the show, doing the whole thing. I think I had a lot of luck on that show in terms of how long I stayed. And I think that whole show is really luck. A lot of it is luck. America's Voting, luck. Like it's luck. How they perceive you, luck.
Okay. Well, we're going to go back to the fucking beginning.
Let's go.
Because I didn't watch all these episodes for nothing, bitch.
Come on,
okay? And you didn't live it for
Let's
nothing.
do it, boom, chicken, boom.
Okay. Day one, couple up with Jeremiah.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of this man?
So when we first saw each other, I remember I thought everyone was really attractive. When he came in, I could just, you know, when you can just tell when a guy really likes you, the way they look at you.
Yes.
I remember I went to go hug him and like I tripped backwards and he like pulled me in, and that like stuck with me. And I was like, it's like a movie. I was like, love it. You know, my childhood dreams are coming true. I remember in that point, and then, you know, we, you know, kissed in the heart thing, and, you know, he kissed a girl on the cheek, and I was like, like, why would a man not do that for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, period. Like, we love that. Everyone's like, do you not think it's a red flag? I'm like, damn, like, is that a red flag? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, am I tripping here? Because I'm so used to getting love bombed. At that point, when everyone's like pointing out to me, they're like, do you not think that's a red flag? And I'm sitting there in beach and I'm just like, am I being love bombed? Like, is this not real? I'm like, is this like, am I tripping?
How would you describe your guys' dynamic in the first 24 hours? That first 24 hours off the rip.
Me and Jeremiah?
Yes.
Oh, lovey-dovey as fuck. Like, he was so into me. I was so into him. Like, even on chill days, like, we would always, like, blow kisses from across the room. Like, we would look at each other and be like, and, like, we would get yelled at, be like, stop interacting with each other. Like, we would do all those little hearts to each other, like, blow kisses. Like, we would sneak in the hallway to kiss each other, and, like, we would get in trouble. Like, we would do those things all the time. Like, we would kiss each other all over each other's faces and whatnot. It's very physical.
So you intentionally decided that you wanted to wait to tell Jeremiah about your daughter. Why was waiting important to you?
So I felt like in the dating world, in the real world, I think that people don't really see me as a person and like get to know me fully. I think immediately it's like mom, and they're just like, oh, she's a mom, she's a mom, she's a mom. I'm more than just a mom. Like, I'm Huda. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to me than just that. And I was taking this opportunity as a way for people to get to know me first, to decide if they liked me, and then go from there. There's people that have mom fetishes and shit all the time. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to let them get to know me first. And I said this on the show. I don't know if it was ever shown. I haven't watched it back. But like, I said all of these things.
One of the things that people online have kind of accused you of being slightly manipulative by hiding that part of your life from Jeremiah. Did you feel like you were leading him on and kind of setting him up to fail by keeping this from him?
Not necessarily. Whenever we would have conversations and stuff, and I felt like he was liking me more and more and more as a person, I was like, okay, I can tell he really likes me, so I think this is the right time to tell him. I was terrified to tell him.
Why?
Because I really liked him. I was so scared. Like, I was like, what is he gonna do? Like, I hope he reacts well. You know, I didn't want him to freak out. To be continued. But like, you know, I was just but yeah, so I was just like, okay, I want it to be the right time to tell him. And, you know, I did bring it to his attention and we talked about it. I freaking stuttered a lot of the time I said, because I was so nervous. Like, I was so scared to tell him. And yeah, I told him. He told me, he was like, honestly, I find it more attractive than your mom, da 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 da. Did I fully believe him? No. But I told him, I made sure to mention him. I was like, listen, if I'm telling you this, but you do not have to stay with me. I made it very clear. I was like, you do not have to be with me. It is okay for you not to want to be with me. Like, I just wanted to bring this to our attention. Like, if you want to go explore, like, by all means, just let me know, because I really like you. And, you know, clearly, like, we both really like each other. But if this is a deal breaker for you, just let me know. He's like reassuring me, like, no, like, actually, it's more attractive to me than your mom. Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. And, you know, I'm letting him know, like, you can leave if you want to. And there's times where I brought that up to him when I could tell he was kind of switching the way he would treat me after I told him. And he would get defensive and be like, I can make my own decisions. I know what I wanted. Like, I can do that.
A huge debate on the internet is whether Jeremiah was the victim of Hurricane Huda or if you were the victim of Jeremiah's love bombing. Just if you had to give your immediate reaction, what is your answer?
I think that we both had faults in the relationship. Like, I don't think that anyone should fully take blame for anything, in all honesty.
Jealousy was a theme throughout you and Jeremiah's relationship. In the second episode, he was convinced that you got up to kiss someone during the blindfold challenge. And he was like, convinced. He kept asking you, and you were like, I swear to you, I didn't. He made you pinky promise, the whole thing. What red flags, if any, did that raise for you, or did that not freak you out?
You know, it's so weird. I think I'm such a person where it's like, I love giving reassurance, and I love making sure people are okay. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Like, are you okay? Like, I don't want you to feel, you know, like I'm gonna do something to you. Like, are you, like, I promise I'm not gonna hurt you. Like, and I just wanted to make sure he was okay. Like, take care of him in that moment.
Do you see though that it's day 2 and you guys already having that level where it's like you're not closed off and you having to reassure him that
We
you didn't
moved
kiss
so
someone else?
fast.
Like that's fast.
Yeah. We moved fast.
Okay.
We did.
You spoke about how you like when guys are obsessed with you. How do you tell the difference between when that is healthy and then when that can lead to being problematic?
I think that, especially on the show, I think I've learned a lot more about how to differentiate the two. But I think there's a point of like obsession where it's like I've had moments in the past where like people are like, should I move to North Carolina? Should I stay here and not move to another city? Like, should I? And you know, past me might have been like, oh my God, he likes me a lot. Like, wow. And then another part would be like, that's really crazy. Like, that's insane. Like, don't do that. When I say like being obsessed with me, it's more so like, okay, I like a man who like wants to hug me and like physical affection and stuff like that. I like a man who's like, no, like I want to make sure I'm taking her to do this and I want to make this little cute thing that's thoughtful for her and I want to do this for her. I want her to be happy and I want to show that I really like her.
Now looking back in those very early days, what red flags do you think you missed from Jeremiah?
Damn, I gotta reel it back. Shit, there's so much that has happened in that villa. It's like,
I know.
I mean, honestly, the whole thing with you told me the kissing thing.
Yeah.
Like the people brought that to my attention. Like that is a red flag. You know, just like from what I've seen is like when I'm having conversations with other people, like he's looking over too. Like see things like that. You know, when, for example, before Pepe walked in, he was like, I'm not gonna be intimidated unless he's like a 6'3", like buff guy. Like I'm not gonna be intimidated at all. Then Pepe walks in and now it's like when he found out Pepe didn't really like me, that's why he befriended Pepe. And to make sure, like that's what the guys would do. They would befriend each other so hard. I never had a shot. Like it was not fair, like at all. And now it's bro code. And I clocked all this shit. There's so much stuff that I clocked that proved me right when I saw like little edits and shit. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't crazy. Like I wasn't losing my mind here. Girl, when the whole Iris thing happened, I think I was working out with Pepe and Hannah. And like at this time I wasn't with Jeremiah. I wasn't with him. I remember he was in the kitchen. And I could just feel this man staring. Like I could see him staring because Pepe was like helping me with my weights and stuff. And I could see this man staring from the kitchen. Like I'm just like, I know he's looking at me right now. He does that.
Yeah.
He would do that.
Okay, whenever a new bombshell came into the villa and wanted to explore with Jeremiah, you had pretty intense reactions.
Yeah.
Even though you guys weren't technically closed off.
Yep.
Why were you getting so territorial?
I think because I was scared because of everyone doubting us in general. And it made me wonder, like, okay, what is he saying? And I'm like, should I be more possessive of this man? Like, should I mark my territory here? And, you know, I like, because he told me, like, you know, we're technically exploring the people, but like, you're the only person I want, like, da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, let me make it clear that, like, we only want each other, but like, we're still open to exploring other people.
That's interesting. Okay, so basically you're trying to say you were feeling like other people were questioning you guys, so you thought
so much throughout the villa.
So you wanted to lean in more to prove like, no, look, we're good and we like each other, and you're almost like putting up a bigger facade. Not that it's fake, but it's like, let's play it up a little bit so they really believe us because we do like each other.
Yeah. I mean, there was even times where, I don't know if any of this was shown, like, for example, like me and Amaya, we're besties now. But like back then, I thought, because I heard that the bombshells watch before they come in, I thought that she knew me and Jeremiah were so like lovey-dovey, and she did that on purpose to piss me off. So at that time, I had thought that she did that to piss me off. So I'm sitting here like, this bitch, like, fuck this girl. Like, she knew that me and her were like all lovey-dovey. Like, how are you gonna fuck with somebody who like, you know, that is like super close with their person? Like, you're weird as fuck for that. And that's what I thought. And until after she told me, I was like, okay, but then I knew she still wanted to explore him. And then at the time I was just like, this is just weird. Like, to me, like, it's first bombshell.
Do you think though, Huda, that now looking back,
second bombshell, sorry. Second rack of bombshells.
But now looking back at that Amaya moment, like, let's use that as an example. You going and being pissed at Amaya, even if she had watched, that's her job as a bombshell.
And that's what I had to learn. You know what I mean? I had to learn that. Like, it's new. This is not the real world. Like, this is very different. You have to adjust to this shit.
Do you now see how people on the internet could be upset with you, being like, that is like fucked, that you're going at Amaya? It's not Amaya's fault.
No, did they show anything of me saying like,
Oh, what?
No, anything of me saying like, okay, oh, I didn't know that you didn't know, blah, blah, blah.
I don't think we saw that.
Weird.
Okay. At one point.
I'm so sorry. Can I point on something on that last thing?
Yes.
So I was going to say also at this time as well, that's when all the boys were like pushing Jeremiah, like, go explore, go explore, go explore. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And it made me just be like, damn, like all these boys are encouraging this man to do this. And it's like, damn, you're encouraging him to like leave me basically. Cause none of the guys like liked me. Really.
Okay. Pause. Why?
Bitch. It beats me. Like, I don't fucking know. And there might be things that I haven't seen that I got to go look at. But, you know, a lot of the time, like, I feel as though people didn't want me and Jeremiah to be together.
Why? If you had to give your best guess, why do you think people were so upset? And I get, as it got on and it got toxic, fine. People were like, this is fucking fucking up the bill. But the very, very beginning, they did not want this. Why do you think, if you can come up with your best guess?
They have their own narrative on like what to do in Love Island. And like, yes, you're supposed to explore, but if someone wants to lock in, let them lock in. Like if someone wants to explore, let them explore. Like let them do whatever they want. It's their own narrative. It's their own life.
They were very fixated on it.
It was a big topic in the villa. Like everybody only talked about me and Jeremiah.
Especially Ace. He was fixated on you and Jeremiah.
So I've heard.
That is a fucking fact. Like this man, half the time, I think most of the time I was looking at tweets, people were like, can this man give Shelly half the energy in the beginning days that he's giving Huda and Jeremiah? Like, bro, get in your own relationship. Stop getting in theirs. Even if it's toxic, even if it's whatever, like let them do their thing before this seeped into affecting the whole villa I'm talking about. We're not there yet. But at one point, Ace literally questioned what happened to you in your past that made you move so quickly in your dating life. Looking back, do you think his concerns were valid or do you think he was crossing the line?
I think his concerns were valid. I think that, you know, he has a right to ask me these things, which is fine. And like, honestly, I respect people who talk and ask me things. Like, I would rather someone have that conversation with me rather than assume. That's something that would happen a lot in the villa. No one would sit down and ask me, hey, why is it that you do these type of things? And I respect people that do that. In all honesty, I really do.
Can you confirm, was there ever any sexual tension between you and Ace?
Yeah, at one point I liked him. I definitely did. Like there was a point where I definitely found him attractive. I thought he was really cute. I did not kiss him for nothing. Like
yeah. Have you seen now the screenshots that people have posted confirming that Ace used to like a lot of your Instagram photos?
So I've seen.
Before you guys even got to the villa.
So I've seen. I've heard excuses. I've seen. That is something where I can't say it's beyond me. That is his own words to be telling. It is beyond me, whether it's AI, whether he blames it on someone else, whether it's whatever, like it's beyond me. I've heard that he's unliked all of them. Like, I've heard, these are all word of ear. I've only been here for so long. Like, I haven't been able to catch one. I'm trying, bitch.
Okay. Can you clarify for me, how early on were you and Jeremiah intimate?
Oh, damn. I don't even know. Like, honestly, I don't remember.
Okay.
Even when people were saying like, oh, we did shit, like it was like, you can't fully do shit in there. Like, yeah, we had sex, but it wasn't like full on boo boo. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
What was that noise you just made?
Boo boo. Like, there's not full, like boom chicka boom, the bow chicka bow bow. Like, it wasn't like full, you know.
But you were like, you were intimate pretty early.
Yeah, we were.
How do you think that complicated things, if it did?
I think that you should definitely, from learning from my mistakes, like especially coming out of this, don't do that. That's all I will say. Like, don't do it. Like, that is a no-no. I think that a lot of times when guys end up getting what they want, it changes their character. And
you felt that way?
Mm-hmm. I did. I don't think I spoke on it, but there's things that I felt a lot in the villa that I never spoke on, but I clocked.
Why?
Because I didn't really have much people to talk to about it. That's why a lot of time, like with psych and stuff, like I would ask for her so I could talk about it.
What did you feel about post being intimate with him? What was the shift?
Like when I would ask him to do like nice things for me, because like a lot of the guys in the villa were doing really cute, thoughtful things for their girls and couples, and they weren't even on the level of like intimacy as we were or anything, and like they weren't saying the things that we were saying to each other. That's why the love bombing, like, hey, you know, you got what you wanted. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like there was that, and I would ask of things, and like people were always like, Huda, I saw people were saying like, oh, she's so needy, she's so this, she's so that. What does it matter? Say I'm not your cup of tea, don't drink it. Like the fuck.
But I think it's interesting to hear you with, especially with love bombing, which we'll eventually get to. But you're talking about the phase where you're being lifted up like you're this princess and you're the world and you're his girl and you're all these things, and then you basically get physical and you feel discarded. And it's kind of like, I got what I needed. And now I think it's important. I'm not saying everything that you went on to do was correct, but I do think it's good that we're kind of just like walking through slowly, because any woman listening, I hope you haven't experienced it, but I have. So I can sit across from you and say I've been there, where there is this horrible feeling when you realize, oh my God, did he love the chase? And then I gave in and I had sex with him, and now it's not as enticing to him. It's not as interesting. And so you being like, can you just do little cute things for me? You're really just trying to see like,
I was like, damn, it's only physical. Like I was like, fuck. Yeah, you're making me breakfast in the morning, but like sometimes it's more than just breakfast in the morning. And then people are like, oh, you're not doing something for him. I'm not giving wifey shit to men who don't fucking deserve it.
can you explain Pancake Gate to me?
Bitch. Oh, can I explain this to you though before I do that?
Yes.
So there was times where like I would express to him what I wanted from him, and like I would be like, hey, can you do this for me? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And they would never do it. And it drove me crazy, because it was like every single day I'd be like, hey, like, you know, and it's a lot for me to come up to someone and be like, hey, this is what I want, because I always get scared I'm gonna push them away. And I would say like, hey, you know, and it's one of our conversations we had early on, is like, I have a hard time asking for things. And yes, I've done it a lot in the show, but it's like, it's because I'm getting out of my fucking comfort zone. I'm trying to ask for things, and I'm trying to be communicative and like speak about it, what I'm feeling. Because the whole point, how are you feeling? Like all the time. And so I brought things up to him, and he would say he was going to do, oh yeah, I have this and I have this and I have this plan. I'm going to do this, this, and this for you. I'm like, okay, yay. I'm sitting there waiting like for the day. Nothing. I'm like, that would drive any girl crazy.
Without a doubt. My question though back to you is, do you think that you reciprocate the same standards that you hold your partners to?
When I'm with somebody like, and they are showing me days on end that they truly give a fuck about me, getting to know me, about showing me that they like me more than just words but through actions, then I'm the type of person like, girl, with my ex, he switched his career every 2 seconds. Every single time he'd be like, oh, I want to decorate shoes. I said, okay, cool. Bought him everything for it. Oh, I want to go run track. I was at the field with him. Oh, I want to do this. I would do X, Y, Z with him. All like, I'm such a supportive partner. I love uplifting and motivating whoever I'm with. That is my big thing. I think that you can do anything you want and you set your mind to. And I feel like every man needs that. They need a woman who's their cheerleader. And that's who I am in a relationship. Like, that's what I do. I love taking care of somebody. I'm a mom. Like, I love taking care of somebody, making someone feel okay. I like when I have, like, am I actually like with somebody, I love cooking for them. I love cleaning, doing their laundry, massages. I love doing all of those things for my partner. And in past relationships, I'm 100% that girl, and I do that.
What do you think was the actual first crack in you and Jeremiah's relationship?
Oh my God, I'd have to like deep dive. Can you remind me of like key points that would happen?
I mean, I definitely think after you guys were intimate, I felt you understandably being needier, like wanting more validation external from physical. And it almost felt like that, like, pursuer regressor situation where you were going to him being like, can you do this? Can you do this?
He would run away.
And he would run away. And then it was almost.
And I felt that in person. And it just makes you want to run more to them. Like, you want to be like, hey, like, can I do this? Can I do that? Like, am I like, are you mad at me? Or you did like, and I'm always that person like, are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? You know, one of the big talks me and him had before we even started anything was, we're going to communicate. We have to communicate. We're going to tell each other everything. And he told me I could tell him everything. So I did. Anytime I was feeling something, I would tell him. And, you know, everyone has expectations for their partner, like what they want. And I think at the time, like, I was thinking about like what could be, and I wasn't thinking about like the reality of it and like seeing it for how it was. And at that point, it was like too late for me to even explore others, because everyone had their mind made up about me. They're like, oh yeah, she's so locked in and she's this and she's that. And it's like, great. So like now I really don't have an option if I wanted to. So I'm forced to make this work.
At one point in the season, Jeremiah told Iris, even though that you guys were going through this rough patch, he was still focused on you. You were his girl. He was validating your relationship, but you were upset that he had confided in Iris. Why was that something that made you uncomfortable?
I don't like when people talk about like our business. Personally, maybe I've done it in the past. I'm hypocritical, but like I don't like it. I mean, I've learned from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna do that? No. Like, do you know? Everyone fucks up. But yeah, no, I just didn't want him to tell that to someone I don't know.
So I get that, you being upset. And I think what people got frustrated with you during the season, Huda, was like, a lot of times your feelings were valid. That's so valid for you to be like, why are you telling another woman about our issues that like she likes you and you guys have kissed and like what? This is messy. Please don't talk about our shit. And I'm sorry,
but when he's walking in, she's like, and stuff, like freaking the fuck out about it. I'm like, you're giving me the ick, brother. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
But see, okay, Huda, what I'm saying is your feeling is valid.
Yeah.
But your reaction a lot of the time, you took it too far to the point then where you were basically losing your credibility.
Remember when I told you that there's a lot of things that play into how you react emotionally in there?
Yes.
Is that right? No, it's not right. And it's my first time in an environment like that. Never in my life have I been in an environment like that. Usually I can just have that conversation when I want to or feel the feelings like privately or do, you know what I'm saying? And in terms of like crash outs, for example, bitch, we all fucking crash out. Like everybody crashes the fuck out. And in all honesty, if someone says, oh, you're doing too much, I know damn well your ass fucking crashed out in your room alone in 2018 over fucking Jacoby. Like, what the fuck? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Mine was just fucking caught on national television. Do I think I could have handled that a lot better? Yeah. And that's what taking accountability and learning from your mistakes is.
Can you talk to me about this communication breakdown? It seems like you and Jeremiah got to this point where you guys were always arguing. You could not get it right. Like we hit this one point in the season where it was like, holy fucking shit, they actually can't have one civilized conversation. When you would talk about things, why do you think the communication was breaking down so heavily?
So I think that at a point I was scared that things weren't going to work. And I like at one point I knew that I had no other options in there, first of all. And that, I mean, it's partially my fault. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I didn't prevent that from happening. And, you know, and that's the thing, I made mistakes in there and I've had to learn throughout the season that, hey, you shouldn't do that. But there was little things that built up where it was like, okay, you know, I'm asking you like, hey, do you want to play ping pong with me? Like, I really want to play ping pong. And you don't want to play with me, but you pull Iris and play with her. You've never pulled me the entire season to play ping pong. It's like little things that like mean something to me. And people say, oh, you're so nitpicky. You're so this, you're so that. Okay. There's things that I like in a relationship. There's things I want in a relationship. The right man is going to do all of those things.
When the shocking recoupling happening where America split you and Jeremiah up, going into that night, like what were your feelings about your relationship? And then how did you feel when you found out that you guys got split up?
At that point, I think I felt fine in the relationship. I can't remember vividly exactly what happened. I would have to watch it back. Like I really don't. I just remember that I felt fine. Because I was like, oh, you know, couples argue, like we can work on things, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I'm willing to work through this and yada, yada, yada. And then when it happened, I was like, what? I was so confused. I was like, America fucking hates me. I was having a full-blown panic attack. Full-blown panic attack off camera, like full-blown. They're sitting there with me like, okay, like calm down, like you're gonna be okay. I'm like, I failed as a mother. I fucked up. Like I'm like, America fucking hates me. Like my daughter's gonna come back and her mom's gonna be the worst, the most hated person in the world. And I was like, now she has to live with that. Like I'm gonna cry again because it's like I'm reliving it. But sorry, anytime I talk about my daughter, I cry. But you know, so I was like, I failed. At that point, I was like, I failed. And it was a terrible feeling. I'm so thankful. That's why I say luck is a big thing. I'm just so thankful that I had an opportunity to redeem myself, not once, but twice. First time, did I do that to the full extent? No. Because I was convinced maybe I can make things work still. And I knew that, for example, Pepe didn't want to explore me because, you know what I mean, Jeremiah were still locked in. And with Jalen wasn't my type. And he's a sweet guy, but like he wasn't my type. And they always say, you know, explore people that aren't your type. And there I knew what my type was, and that's what I wanted. But yeah, I was convinced that I could maybe make things work and fix things. I came to the point it wasn't. Then I got saved again.
But even that moment, Huda, again, all we see is you're on the chopping block. You almost go home. He recouples with Iris, and you go up to the makeup room, and you are hysterical. You're sobbing. You're so emotional.
So you want to know why? I don't know if they didn't show this part, but this was a big part. And this is the literal reason why I was sobbing so much up there. I am there for Jeremiah 24/7. Always checking on him. When he's arguing with the boys and he's sad and whatever, I'm there for him. Like, hey, like, it's okay. You're going to be okay. When in that moment, I'm hysterically crying. Taylor is sitting there comforting me the whole time. When we're off camera, he's comforting me. Taylor's scared as fuck, but he's comforting me, okay? Same goes when Taylor was in there and I'm purposely saying out loud, hey, Taylor, do you want to help me with my coffee? Like, trying to see, hey, is Jeremiah going to see that? Jeremiah's standing right there. I'm trying to see if he's going to step up and be like, no, like, you're not making my girl coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted that from him to show him, like, show me, hey, I want to do these things for you. Ask me, hey, would you like a coffee? Like, you know, something like that. And in that moment, after the chopping block, I was hysterically crying because of how much I felt like I failed. I'm crying. Charlie goes home. Jeremiah does not check on me once.
We saw that.
You did? Like, he didn't check on me at all. I'm always checking on this man. He never checked on me. The one time I really needed him, he was not there for me.
That was a rough watch because you were saying, like, my husband would never. Like, what kind of man is that? Like, yeah. Where is he?
And he's more focused on himself at that time. And there's so many times where, like, I was still there for him regardless of what was going on. Like, I was always there. And I always made sure he was like, hey, look at the milk challenge. I sat there for a minute. They only showed a quick clip, but I sat there for a minute like, I'm so sorry. I grabbed his face, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I rubbed his face like that. We were sitting on the bleachers and we were both getting milked on. He's looking at me while I'm crying, like checking on me. And like, he rubs my leg and is making sure I'm okay. And I rub his arm. Like, we were still checking on each other all these times. Like, and in that moment after the chopping block, and I realized he was never there for me, it made me hysterical because I was like, this man doesn't care.
Once this all went down, you guys are no longer in a couple. We saw things really shift. And I think this is really when people deemed this as like the crash out era, where you're no longer in a couple, things are shifting, you're kind of starting to spiral because you're losing him. Were you aware of how unhealthy things were getting between the two of you in the villa?
Yeah.
Like, you felt it?
I did.
Did it feel like it had gotten bigger than you? Like, or were you just trying to save the like, what were you trying to do in that moment, you think?
Can you reiterate the moment?
Like, you...
I'm so sorry.
I know, I got it. Let me just read it to you right here. I have a perfect example. The internet was extremely upset when you called Jeremiah a pussy ass bitch.
Right.
And then there's also the other side of the internet who are like, damn, if that's what you guys considered bad, you would fucking hate to see me on Love Island. Regardless of how the internet feels about it, there was a lot of name calling and all the things. Like, what pushed you over to the edge to start kind of like using a little bit more profanity?
So at that point, I just felt like he kept winning. It really upset me because like, it just felt like the stars were just aligning for him and everything was fucked for me that whole time. I was on top of him about twice. This man doesn't check on me. Then he's on a date and I'm crying by myself. Like, then he comes back happy as can fucking be, enjoying his day. Still doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's just like, damn, all that shit you said to me, where is that? And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, damn, I'm stupid as fuck for sticking around. Like, and just giving this man my all. Like, I'm dumb for that. Because even in that moment, even after everything he did, I was still checking on this man. Like, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have never done that. And you know, like people are saying, oh, like it's so bad that you called him a pussy ass bitch. Be so for real. You know how many people called a man a pussy ass bitch?
Me.
Right.
My ex-boyfriend, if you're watching.
My
Bitch. He is a fucking pussy ass bitch.
No, but like mine was recorded. Like I should be like when you're texting with your friends and your man just fucking did shit like that to you or something, you can text your friends and be like, fuck that man.
You fucking piece of shit, loser ass little bitch boy.
Yeah,
I will fucking
like,
ruin your life.
Let's hold on. Pause.
Let's calm down.
I'm weak as fuck. But
I'm getting triggered.
She's like, hold on.
And also.
And now that's a Raven. Like they're like
we literally go back. Like the trauma.
Like that one moment.
No, but it's real. It's like, why are you being held to this standard? Again, I'm not condoning it, but I'm also
it's
I think
not the best way to do things. No. Like,
but it's
really
also
not.
it's like, is it a crash out? And I think again, this is a big conversation. If this was a man versus a woman, it's like when you see a crash out, we have seen men on reality TV punch a fucking hole through a wall. We have seen them flip furniture. We have seen them throw things at people. We have seen people literally talk about, I will fucking kill you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying it wasn't a lot when you did it in the moment. I think because you were the only one at that level, it also kind of exacerbated you, and there was a spotlight and you're walking through and you're walking from the fire pit to the back and you're fucking that I will give you. It was, I would have done that. You were like listening in on the conversation.
Girl, I did that a lot in this season. Cause I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I might as well do it by myself because I don't know who the fuck's gonna tell on me in here. So I'm sitting here, I'm just like, cause mind you, I'm hard of hearing. So I'm like trying to listen in and see if I can hear it. I'm like, I hope I'm getting this right.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Neutrogena. Summer is here and the sun is shining. You need powerful sun protection that feels light on your skin. Meet Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. This SPF 70 lotion absorbs fast with a smooth, dry touch finish, so you'll forget you're even wearing it. It blocks 97% of burning UV rays and is water resistant for up to 80 minutes. Lightweight, effective, and perfect for sunny days. It's just what your summer needs. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. You can't feel. Shop now at Target.
There's obviously a lot of focus on you and like, but obviously there were two people in this dynamic. Do you think Jeremiah has taken any accountability for what he caused within this relationship?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen really much. Every time someone says something, I feel like he's always just like, anytime, like I saw that interview with Kai Cenat and Kai was saying that I was crazy or something. And then Jeremiah's doing like, like, do I think anyone should be getting hate? No. I'm going to say it like it is and say exactly what happened and be honest. What another person, what another individual does is beyond me. But I'm not going to sit here and laugh and be like, if someone's hating on him, I'm going to be like, ha. Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you think you're being held to the same standard as Jeremiah in the accountability around the toxicity of this relationship?
What I will say is he got out of the villa before I did. He had a chance to write his own name before I did. He got a pretty face. Like, he's sitting here and he's just like, I'm so charming. And I'm like, and it's just like, okay, cool. You are painting your own narrative. That's fine. You're saying whatever you want to say. That's fine. But I'm going to say how it really fucking is. And I'm going to say exactly what the fuck happened and exactly what I was feeling. Because as of until today, no one truly knows what the fuck I was feeling. And no one knows what was going on. There's not everything was shown.
Let's close the chapter on Jeremiah. Give me your synopsis. What the fuck happened? What do you think it was now that you look back?
I think that personally, from what I was feeling, now I won't know, but from what I was feeling, I felt like everything was great, got intimate, things started changing a little bit, told him I was a mom, things started changing a lot of bit, like a lot of things kind of like people were getting in his ear, things were changing even more. A lot of those things happened. I was getting more needy because I was scared that he was feeling indifferent. He has every right to feel indifferent. Even if he felt indifferent about me being a mom, that's fine. But like, talk to me about it. And you're telling me every second that we're fine, you're good, you're fine, we're good, we're good. And then your actions are showing otherwise. It's like, okay, I'm going to be upset about that. I'm not going to be like, that's fine. Like, especially if we're supposed to be working on our relationship.
Do you think you were love bombed?
Yeah. Plain simple. I think I was. In all complete honesty. I know that he feels indifferent. I don't think he fully understands the capacity of love bombing. He thinks that love bombing is just gifts and shit. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I heard. I'm just like, that's not it. That's not all of it. Looking at me all the time and being like, I'm just kidding. And mind you, at the beginning of the season, take it from me. Around all my friends, I'm around my daughter 24/7. I'm always saying, okay, love you, bye. Love you, bye. Because I say I love you to everybody. Life's too short. You know, life is too short to not say I love you. And I forgot, like, I hadn't been dating like that at all. Like, it had been since like October or something. Like, I literally was not in the dating world at all. I'm so used to saying, okay, I love you, bye. Even when any of like the people and staff and whatever were like doing things with me beforehand, like in the hotel and whatever, like people, I would always say, okay, I love you, bye. That's the type of person I am. I'm a very lovey-dovey person. And I had to catch myself a few times because I kept saying, okay, love you, bye, like saying it to Jeremiah.
I remember that moment. There was like one moment where we saw you say like, love you, bye. And you're like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah, I think I did it a couple times. Like I had to train myself like, oh, don't do that. Because I didn't mean to. It was not intentional. But he would look at me and be like, just kidding, I like you. Like he would do that to me a lot. I don't know if any of that was shown, but he would do it so much. Especially in bed. Like he would do that all.
Yeah, we never saw that in bed.
All the time. How could you not fall for somebody? How could you not feel like, do you know what I'm saying? And it's like when he's saying love bombing is gifts and whatever, from what I was hearing on social media, I don't know if he said more, but that's what I heard. And yeah, it's just like, and I seen him doing those things, just like, okay, love bombing is not just gifts and shit. It's a lot more to it than that. Being super physical with me all the time, lovey-dovey really fast, right away kissing a girl on the cheek, like those things, like it's just like, okay.
How did you feel when he got kicked off the island?
I cried. I hate seeing people upset. I hate it. I'm a big empath. Like my friend's crying over something, I'm usually crying with her, like a lot of times, especially if I relate. And you know, like I have serious concern for a lot of people's feelings. And when he got dumped from the island, I was like damn, like that's not what I wanted. It's not like I'm sitting here, I'm like, fuck yeah, I got dumped off the island. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn. Even though he was doing exactly what he was doing to me, to Andreina, like he did the exact, like literally verbatim, like the exact same fucking thing, like every single thing, down to the chill days, the whole little from across the room, Me and Taylor clocking this shit from across. We're just looking at each other like,
is this really fucking happening again?
Exactly to the. It's like he reads a textbook.
Was that hard for you to watch?
Yes. Oh my God. I had to sit there and I'm just looking at them doing it from afar. And I'm like, and that's when I started getting the ick. I was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like you're sitting here and you're just like from across the room with the same exact things he would do with me. And it's just like, okay, now I get it. He is a love bomber, but I made sure not to speak to them about each other. I never did. I wanted them to have their own ideas of each other and create their own.
Okay, so I think we can close the Jeremiah chapter.
Yeah, that man does not deserve to have his name in my mouth.
We're done.
Amen.
Let's talk about Casa Amor, bitch.
Casa Amor.
Tonight.
Oh my God, he was saying my name. Huda. He was saying it all the time. Huda and Chris. I'm like, okay.
You're like, say it again.
That's my name.
Okay, going into Casa, did it feel like a fresh start? Like, what were you looking forward to?
I was hype as fuck. The whole time I was sitting in the freaking villa, I was like, damn, when is my man gonna come in here? Like, when is this gonna fucking happen? I'm sitting here having me time 24/7. Like, I know TJ don't want my ass. Like, bitch, I knew exactly who he wanted. Like, I'm doing my best here. I'm like trying my best. Thank you for the practice.
You took it like a champ.
Yeah, I was like, options are coming. I'm fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not your cup of tea. That's fine. Like, it's okay.
So were you nervous at all? Because I know the Casa Boys maybe got to see like a couple clips or whatever the amount was that they got to watch of the actual season. Mm-hmm. Were you nervous of how they were going to perceive you because of your situation with Jeremiah?
Hell yeah. I was sitting here. I was just like, okay, great. So they're all going to think I'm crazy. Fabulous. I'm walking in here and I'm just like, and I'm even like, I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit here going into this happy as fuck. And I know that these guys watch everything. is this gonna fuck up like, I'm like, damn it. The beginning, the guys are being buddy, can't explore. I fucked up my thing in the beginning by being too close off, can't explore. This dude doesn't want me, can't explore him. Going into Casa Amor, thinks I'm a crash out. Great. Girl.
You can only go up from there.
Yeah.
That's a positive way to look
And I
at
think
it.
I surprised a lot of the Casa boys. Like, I
Yeah.
really did. The number one thing they all kept telling me was like, Huda, you're cool as fuck. They're like, you're actually really fucking cool. I'm like, what are they doing? Like, what? Like, why do y'all all think I'm like terrible?
Going into Casa, I mean, people talked about how they really respected you because you tried to literally explore with everyone. And I think a lot of people respected that.
Thank God.
You connect with Chris, but so did Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
What was your understanding of how she felt about him?
So from the beginning, when I first saw him and we were sitting next to each other at the fireplace, at the fire pit, I was always making side jokes. I don't know if any of these are showing on camera, but like I was always making little side jokes. He would laugh at everything I said. And humor is so big to me in relationships. Like, as I'm goofy as fuck and I need a goofy person. I was a fucking theater kid. Like, I'm very goofy, very weird. Like, we love that. So I'm sitting there making like little jokes and I have a lot of sarcasm. Like, I do a lot of sarcasm. I roast the fuck out of people. I have a guy best friend and a girl best friend, like, and we're all the same way. It's like, it's just my sense of humor. Some people, they're very sensitive and they can't take that type of humor, and that's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I just won't make those jokes with you. That's fine. But like, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm just having these jokes and doing sarcastic comments, and he is eating the shit up, and I'm like, hell yeah, you think I'm funny? Like, fuck yeah. Because in the villa, no one gave a shit about nothing I would say. I say something, it's I'm just like, okay, great. And I'm in this Casa Amor. Oh, we love Huda. She's great. I'm like, yes, like, you guys like me. I was like, thank God. Because I was so isolated. I was like, you think I'm funny? Like,
Okay, so you though knew that Shelly kind of was interested.
so I knew she was interested in him.
Okay.
Obviously she picked him for the kiss. When I didn't pick him for the kiss, it literally wasn't a I'm not interested in you. I literally said, and Bicha, I don't know if it was shown, but I said in Bicha how I don't know who I want, which is true because I want to get to know you. Learning from my mistakes. I want to get to know them. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course I don't know who I want. JD picked me. I didn't pick JD. That was not my decision at all.
So can you clarify, did you bring Chris back to the villa for you, for Shelly, or for both of you?
For both of us. I've literally said this so many times.
Explain it again because people still don't get it.
I've said it so many times. I literally said, I'm sitting there in the dressing room with her. I have this great idea. Chris likes me. I like Chris. Chris likes you. You like Chris. I haven't found a match in here. I haven't even explored him because I'm thinking he don't want nobody else because you're making it seem that way. But I took a chance last minute. So crazy how cards play out. So crazy. Take a fucking chance. And I go and I bring him for a chat. We have a conversation. Goes well. He likes me. I like him. Cool. Great. We're interested in getting to know each other. I can get to know somebody. Cool. First time in a minute. Great. So I was like, okay, I have this great idea. Let's do this. I'll bring Chris back. You with Ace. That way you can still explore Chris and I can explore Chris as well. And you can still explore Ace. Like, it's a happy, I'm sitting here being like, we're going to be great. Like, this is great. Like, we're happy as fuck.
That all made sense to me. So then, like,
and I don't want to be territorial anymore. That's the other thing. Like, I'm trying to completely change. Like, I'm trying to be a better person, not just like as myself, but in relationships. I'm trying to be better.
So what the fuck do you think got lost in translation between you and Shelly?
Beats me. Like, I'm sitting here, and this is the thing. Like, I felt like everyone kept talking about me, and no one was talking to me. No one was asking me, so what is it, XYZ 1 2 3? Like, what did you say specifically? What this and this and this? And I think there's like little relationships in there that are a lot stronger than me and other ones. And no one gave a fuck about my opinion. I would try to talk about things in a lot of scenarios where there's a lot of situations where I would be like, hey, can I talk to this about you? Or do you think this? And people would dismiss me multiple times in the villa. I felt like I had no one. Like I wanted to talk about things with people and no one would give a fuck. And I think that a lot of people were just talking to Shelly and there was things that were said that weren't said. And it's just like, you're dragging shit and you're making things seem otherwise. And that fucks me up. Now everyone is ganging up on my ass. And all you could have done is had a conversation with me.
Okay. There were so many conversations about like who's being a girl's girl. Can you, from your perspective, explain to me, how do you balance friendship while competitively trying to pursue love?
I think that in the villa, people would always tell me, even when I was with Jeremiah, they're like, everyone's here to explore. Everyone's going to explore. You're not closed off. Everyone's going to explore. Things are, you can't take shit too seriously, blah, blah, blah. No one owns anybody. So I'm taking all of these things that people are telling me to try to learn this process and kind of like do it better. And I'm carrying that with me. And in that being said, I'm getting shitted on for it. And everyone had their opinions on us too. This is fake. They don't really like each other. Because in Casa in general, like I really kept a lot of things to myself just from me being so expressive about Jeremiah in the beginning and how that played out for me. It's like, I don't want to tell everybody everything. Like, I don't.
Okay, I have to ask, this is a little bit of a pivot, but the moment with Amaya in the Standing on Business Challenge, why did you not speak up for her?
I wanted to speak up in that moment. I think I was trying to, and then everyone kept talking over me. And it was a thing where, like, if I yelled, they'd be like, Huda, be quiet, da-da-da. And I'm just like.
Yeah, well, that was fucking rough. Okay, you better be fucking honest with me right now.
Come on.
What really happened between you and Ace in this goddamn heart rate challenge?
Oh, why is everyone thinking I went too far?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you know when I was doing there was like the dominant versus submissive challenge?
Yes.
Where like I kind of just go like to everybody? Not to everybody, to Jeremiah. I did the same thing to all the guys.
Wait, okay, slow down.
From like dick up. Like I went like.
Okay, wait. There's a clip of your gorgeous bodacious ass turning from you forward facing to him to you doing a little spin around, ass near face, and then it cuts, and then we see you guys like getting up. And the theory online is that you put your ass in his face. Is that true? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's so funny. I'm just like, that is not what happened.
Like, did you ride his face a little bit with that ass? Were those ass cheeks a little around his?
No, I think that's too far. Like, that's a no-go. My butt, I think, was like on his stomach area, like this area right here.
Okay.
And I was twerking. And I got it was like 2 seconds too. I went da-da-da, and I got up. I'm so dead ass.
So there were no cheeks suffocating?
No.
Facial?
The only time that ever happened was when I accidentally fell on Taylor in that fucking woodchuck wood challenge shit. Like, that is the only time.
Taylor's like, I fucking love my life right now.
I flew back. I was like, fuck. I literally said, I'm so sorry. I get up. I'm looking at Jeremiah. I'm like, fuck. Like, I fucked up. I did not mean to do that. No, I did not put my ass on whatever the fuck Ace's face. That did not happen.
Okay, more importantly, where the fuck did you learn how to shake your ass like that?
Girl, I learned. Even when I had like no booty, I learned. My friends taught me. Girl, I would be there in the mirror just practicing. I would take little videos of myself trying. I remember when I started to get a little booty from working out. I remember I would literally be like, oh my God, it's moving.
Oh my God, it's jiggling.
Like it's moving. Like
progress. Girl, that is a fucking skill.
Thank you.
Okay. We got to talk about Chris. Now let's get like a little bit more into the weeds here because motherfucking shit, this shit went south. Viewers were excited for you to have a connection in the villa.
Yes.
And you guys get back and we do quickly kind of see issues start to arise. A big issue in you and Chris's relationship was that he felt like you were touchy privately, but not publicly. Why? And I know you said it was because of Jeremiah, but like, can you really describe why you did not want to do PDA with him?
Okay, so like in my brain, it's like, okay, undercovers, private. In a separate room, private. I don't like, and mind you, I was doing it with Jeremiah, but like until I see it in my face, like for example, like Like, and Iris and Pepe would do it all the time to piss me off, like, just to be funny. They'd be like, Huda, look away. And then they'd be kissing, and then I'd look over and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to do that. Also, the entire time with Jeremiah, everyone has their opinions on our relationship because we're so touchy in front of everybody. It's like, maybe I don't want people to have their opinions and talk about us and whatever. Like, I just want to keep that to us. Is that a crime?
I mean, I got it. I think I couldn't get why he kept fucking lingering and like really couldn't get over it.
There's reasons why I wouldn't either, too.
Why?
There were so many things that he was doing that were not shown at all. And I think that like all of those things played into me not wanting to kiss him sometimes.
Like, can you just give an example of like what you were experiencing that was playing into you not wanting to kiss him?
Yeah. No, so he had a wandering eye. He was definitely looking at other girls. Even if it was off camera, would say things about other girls. And it's like, why are you talking about a girl like that in front of me? And he would have little cute nicknames for girls. And he would say, shut up. He would a lot too.
That was
told
once
you
to shut up so many times where I was like, this isn't like joking anymore.
Do not talk to me that way.
Yeah, he always was saying that to you.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like, and I think that people were saying that I was being rude in certain ways. There's sometimes in my joking way of talking sometimes, like when I'm just like, bro, be so for real. Like, and I talk like that, and it sounds like I'm being really mean, but when you know my humor, like that's how I talk. I can't remember. There's like one specific moment I had seen a clip of me talking. I was like, damn, I can see how that sounds mean. It was in a joking manner, but I can see how that sounds mean. And that's happened a lot too. I mean, people don't understand my humor, but there was a lot of things that played into me not wanting to kiss him because I'm like, you're not doing the things I'm asking you to do. So why would I kiss you in front of other people?
Right.
Girl, he would never talk to me during the day, but he would talk to every single girl. I would walk in the mornings and I would get all cute. And like, I remember there was one specific moment I was in a green bikini and like some white shorts and I felt so cute that day. And I walked down the stairs. He is not looking at me even, but he's having a full conversation with Shelly. Like, doesn't even... This is full. And this would happen with multiple girls in the villa. Like, he would do this. And it's just like, damn, say good morning. And everyone's like, why didn't you say good morning? Because it's like, this has been happening for a while since I noticed he started having a wandering eye. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm not about to start trying to get his attention. I'm not about to do what I did before and like be needy. I'm not doing that. Like,
it seemed like Chris... It was like randomly just kind of like told everyone that you guys had sex without talking to you.
Girl, he didn't even fully do anything. That's the other part.
Oh, really?
Girl, it was like halfway. It wasn't even all the like we did not like that's the other thing.
You're like, it was like this.
Like, it wasn't even the full shebang. Like, I'm just like, you're over here like, yeah, we had sex and we did this and I fucked this girl. She's so fine. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Like, you barely put that shit in. Don't even. And it's not because I couldn't take it. That's for fucking sure. Like, bitch, shut up. I feel like that shit irritated the fuck out of me.
But did you two even have a conversation that you were like chill with him even saying that shit? Or was he just going around and saying that shit?
Girl, he knows how I feel about me, about people sharing business of mine.
I think we all do.
Amen, sister. Like,
I learned that today. You're like, shut up.
No,
between us.
You want to know what's funny? In bed, I literally said, keep this between us. You thought I'm going to tell anybody? You thought I'm going to tell anybody? I'm like, okay. Like, okay, I know he's not going to tell anybody. Then he goes and does it. You told me you weren't going to do, and I don't think that was shown on camera. But in bed, a lot of the conversations in bed were never shown. But that's when everybody starts getting lovey-dovey and talking a lot. So, just an FYI. But yeah, in bed, he told me he wouldn't.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, be for real, brother.
Go back and play basketball.
Please,
okay.
If you were good.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's fine. You're so good.
I actually don't know. I haven't watched anything.
Can you explain to me this pillow fight situation?
So I had a nose job.
Yep. Looks great, by the way.
Thanks, Queen. I had a nose job like a few months ago. He threw this pillow. Mind you, it might have not been on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose, But even I kept saying, I was like, bro, you picked the hardest pillow and threw it at my face. You saw the way you threw that shit?
Girl.
You're 6'8". Your hands are the size of my face, and you chuck a pillow at my face?
Girl, it like...
Do you process things in your brain? I'm just like...
You got whacked. You got whacked.
Girl, and I'm sitting here, and they're like, she's so dramatic. It's like she got shot. Get the fuck out of my face. That shit hurts so bad. I couldn't even touch my nose like lightly like this without it being in so much pain.
Did he apologize?
He goes, sorry. Cuddles his pillow.
Let's quickly talk about the peaks and the pits. It was so fucking sad. You're all sitting at this goddamn dinner. Everyone's like, let's talk about our peaks. You get to Chris, the motherfucker is like, my 2 peaks are playing basketball with the boys and seeing my fucking family. And you're sitting directly across from him and he doesn't mention you at all.
When I tell you I clock everything, and these are all things I put in the back of my mind, you're like, he won't kiss me in public. Bitch, be so for real.
How did that make you feel when he wouldn't even mention you?
I sat there and I'm just like, I think there was so many things that were showing me that this man did not like me in that way, or like was losing feelings in some way. And it's like, okay, it felt like the more I would talk about what I needed, the more he would pull back and like act like he was so nonchalant and fuck. And it's like, okay, great. That's fine. But I'm not going to yell at you about it. I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to put it in the back of my mind and carry on.
Okay, wait, the snuggling moment though.
Which
so
one?
You wake this man up in the dead of sleep. And
oh, girl, he was not asleep. This man was not asleep. He purposely rolled over and was just standing there like this, stiff as a board. Like standing there like this. And I'm like, hey. He's not listening. So I'm like, to his lip, I'm like, brother, I know you're awake. And he's just like acting like he's asleep. He just rolled over. Like he's sitting there acting like he's dead asleep. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you ignoring me, bro? Like,
and you're like, if you don't cuddle me, I'm going to be mad at you tomorrow.
Because I was so over it because I brought it up so many times. And you just smacked me in the fucking face. I got fucking tape on my nose looking like the fucking Notre Dame or whatever the fuck, like over here. And you, brother, you're sitting here and you're just like, oh.
You're like, I'm going to count to 3.
Yeah, because I'm trying everything. I tried everything. I got down to, okay, you want me to treat you like a child? Yeah, I'm going to sit here. Bitch, was that the correct thing to do? No, I should have just left it and just left it alone. But you keep telling me that you're going to fix this and fix that and do this and do that. And it's like, you're not doing it. And it's getting to that point where I'm like, brother, this is so irritating to me because it's every single night. You know when like they say like the guys will give you 100% and then they'll take away 20, give you another 10, take away 20, give you, kind of like it to me. That's how it was feeling. And I'm trying my best to be on my best behavior, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be a better person. Like I am trying. Like, and if you say I'm not, bitch, look at the first like I'm trying. So like, was it correct for me to count down? But girl, I went down to my last option.
Chris's alleged ex posted on TikTok that he has a track record of being cold and passive aggressive. Can you confirm from your experience with him?
Yes.
Take me to the motherfucking.
That was so easy. I'm sorry.
You're like, yes. And
like,
what else? Oh, yes.
Yes.
The water moment. This has gone viral, obviously. You and Chris are having this final dinner and you're sitting there together and you're breaking up and...
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Oh my God, Huda.
When I watched that, I died laughing because I know exactly what happened in that moment.
Okay, what?
So it's just so funny. He because it made him look like he was doing his big one. What I had done when he walked up to me, like after like he had walked away initially, I told him and I was just like, hey, like, are you gonna carry me or like should I walk? Because mind you, there's like rocks in the water and it's like murky and there's like maybe dirty things in there, like I don't know, glass. I have no idea. I don't want to walk on that barefoot. And so I'm like telling him, I'm like, okay, like do you want to like carry me or am I gonna walk? And he's just like, I'm not gonna carry you. And I said, okay, then I'll walk my fucking self. Why are you here? And then he walked away.
And in the moment, so you guys had broken up, and I was curious because I feel like every girl I hope can see through that. He was kind of being like, I don't care, what do you want to do? And I personally felt like it was such a cop-out where it was like he wanted you to be the one to end it.
He
so
wanted
that
to play victim.
You can take the blame and he's the victim.
I know.
And did you feel it in that moment?
Yes.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
I'm sitting here and I'm trying not to argue. Like I'm trying my best, like just have a civil conversation. I was told so many times, this most mature conversation I've ever had, like I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, great. You're putting all of this into my hands and you're like, no, I want things to work with you. Like, I want it to work out. And you're doing everything you possibly can do to make me think otherwise. And you're putting it all on me. So pick your decision. So what are you going to do? And I'm just like, okay.
Well,
I'm just like, is this what I want? No. And I'm not settling.
Where do you guys stand today?
Cordial.
before this comes out,
I don't give a fuck.
You'll be fine.
I'm-
You'll say this to his face.
I've told him all. He knows every single thing I've said right now. He's heard already.
He's posting a little on social media acting like you guys are really fine.
I wonder why.
Me too.
You know, a lot of people are. Or trying to. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I've clocked all of this stuff.
Do you realize you made history? You and Chris made history together as the first couple to break up during the finale.
You know what's
Congratulations,
so funny?
Huda.
I sat there after it happened. I was like, has anyone ever done this before? I was like, is this like something? Everyone's like, that goes for standing on business, bitch. You can't say I'm fake. That's for fucking sure. You can't say I was going after that fucking money, bitch. Like, that's all I have to say. I stayed real as fuck this entire fucking season.
Even if it was messy.
Even if it was messy, I'm real as shit.
Okay, let's talk. Are there any toxic patterns that you recognized within yourself from being on Love Island that you are going to try to move forward and break in your future dating life?
Yes. 1, talking over other people when they're talking. I'm working on that. 2, I think being a little clingy early on. 3, there's a lot, honestly. I'm working on myself, bitch.
No, it's good.
I think like not getting too defensive about things sometimes. I always say taking accountability. Like, I always want to make sure I'm taking accountability for things. You tell me. I feel there's a lot that I'm like.
No, I think that's it. I think it's like everything that you've talked about today and knowing more about your childhood, I think you experienced certain things that as a young girl you should never have had to seen or experience. But what we all now know, especially because thankfully mental health is a larger topic, it's like we now know that whatever your childhood was, it plays a fucking massive part into who you become and who you are. And so the fact that you are in moments repeating patterns, whether you are getting love bombed, it's like there is a reason you're doing that, Huda. There is a reason that you are genuinely so excited when someone is showing you love. Because look back at the beginning of this fucking episode. You had a parent who you trusted and they completely abused their power and their love and all the things, and you didn't feel safe ever. So if someone's making you feel safe and loved, why the fuck wouldn't you be excited to embrace that and enjoy that for even a fucking second, even if it doesn't last long? So it's now on you to take what happened to you in your childhood and now be like, I am now a grown-ass woman and I'm going to do the fucking work so I cannot repeat the patterns and also not let what my parents did and my childhood did define who I am as a woman. But I'm actually going to take that shit. I'm going to learn from that shit and I'm going to be better from that shit. And I know what happened on Love Island was a lot for you mentally, but I do believe even sitting with you today and getting to know you, like I can feel it in you. Like you don't like this shit. No one wants to be in a toxic relationship because there's fucking shit in you that you still got to work on. And that's okay. Don't we fucking all?
Yeah. And another thing is, I know that there's this thing going around that like they told me I had to act right in order for me to stay on the show. And then I also got told that someone was like, oh, you know, they had to put her in psych all the time. Like, but first of all, I would voluntarily go to psych on my own. I would voluntarily go on my own if I felt like I needed to have a conversation about something because I didn't feel like I could have conversations with the girls around me. I needed a woman to talk to. That's when I would go to psych. And when I felt like there was a time where I felt more emotional, I would go to psych. I wasn't we're so like you are mentally unstable. It was never that. Like, because people knew who I was. Like, they knew the real me. And
you still needed to talk
yeah,
it
I need to
through.
have a conversation. And it's like, I know I have things to work on. Nobody's perfect.
No, fuck no. That's why I think I'm like a little exhausted and tired of the conversation about you online. I'm like, guys, let's fucking calm down. Like, I think, again, what I was saying earlier is like, I watched fucking season 2 of UK Love Island. I was all the way back in those days watching that shit. If your shit was called a crash out, these motherfuckers are up for murder. Like, this shit was fucking unhinged like you've never seen. It's like, I think we have to put in perspective what the scenario was, the environment. This is television. Guess fucking what? As much as people want to deem you as this, that, or the other, you gave us the best fucking TV. And clearly it seems like you do have good relationships with people in the villa. You aren't this big villain that the internet has made you out to be. I do want to just ask though, like, how are you though mentally right now?
I'm fine. I will say, like, I'm really happy I met Amaya.
She's awesome.
She sees me. Like, she really does. Like, I'm truly so grateful that I met that girl. Like, she is there for me 24/7. Even after this, like, she's there for me. And I'm there for her. Like, that is my girl. And Dragon, I love her. But, damn, I'm emotional today. You caught me at a great time. Jesus.
That'll be the thumbnail.
So just me crying. Just call her mommy. So I am
Period.
So I love her, and I feel like after this whole experience, it's like I'm just happy that I'm here. I'm happy that there's so much love. I'm happy that I'm able to not really focus on the hate, and I'm happy that I have things that are more important to me, which is my family. And those are things that I'm more focused on rather than hate.
Who are you closest to aside from Amaya?
Probably like Nick and Alandria.
I think a lot of people wanted to know, like, the amount of times Nick did vote you to go off. How have you kind of reconciled?
I think that I feel like he was influenced a lot in his decisions. From my perspective, did that happen? I don't know. I think that everybody makes mistakes. I'm all about second chances. Alandria can tell you that. She tells me all the time, like, you made me believe that people deserve second chances. I always felt like no one deserves one, and you see the goodness in people. And that's how I felt about Nick. I love him to death. Like, we're so close. We're such good friends. And, you know, he keeps me in check. I keep him in check. Like, we're great. But yeah, like, I do have good relations outside the villa. But, you know, a lot of people definitely are being a lot nicer. And I clock it. I do. I see these things.
Okay, I feel like I've put you in the hot seat enough today. I get it. The internet is going to be like, why didn't you ask her this? Why didn't you ask her this? Why didn't you? Guys, there's only so much time I can have with her. Part two coming soon. Call her mommy.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some burning questions. Who was the fakest in the villa?
Sierra.
Who was the worst kisser on the show?
See, this is the thing. I did say, like, oh my God, I feel so bad, but I really don't care because he doesn't even like me. Fucking Jalen swallowed my whole face.
That'll do it.
My entire face. I'm sitting there like.
Who are you dreading seeing at the reunion the most?
I don't know. I think I've seen everybody already except for Jeremiah. I mean, I'm not really dreading. I really don't give a fuck about him, and like at all.
Yeah. Do you guys think you'll have a conversation or no?
I already know he's gonna be like, like we're all friends. I already know. Like I already know he's gonna do that.
Okay. Last. Who is the most exciting guy that has slid into your DMs since you got home?
Bitch, I can't even look at them shits. Every
Why?
time I fucking refresh them hoes, they refresh and there's too many.
Wait.
I literally commented on someone's TikTok. Someone was like, oh yeah, Huda left single, but I look like there's so many guys that are in her DMs. I said, are we looking at the same DMs?
Do you know how to organize your DMs by blue check marks?
No.
Bitch, I gotta teach you.
Do you want to do that now?
Kind of.
Just get my phone. No, go. None. Like I literally haven't read anything.
Oh my God, I am fucking dying at one of these. We need to talk about this immediately.
Ew. You're fucking lying.
No, I'm not.
I have so much to tell you. I'm like, damn bitch, I just want to lay my life on you because there's so much about me that nobody knows.
Well, I was about to say, the minute the cameras go off, then we're gonna keep talking, which is so annoying, and I'm so sorry to say that, you guys, but you know.
We're about to yap away. You're lying, right?
No,
you're lying.
Literally not.
We're gonna stay here forever and be like, okay, so tell me.
No, so wait, what's going on?
So what about you? I want to hear about you.
No.
You're like, never.
Bitch, it's 10 o'clock at night.
You're lying.
No, I'm not kidding.